What's happening, everybody? Appreciate you guys checking in. We're here Tuesday evenings, as always. Appreciate everybody jumping in the building with us. We're gonna let everybody kind of pop in, but a lot of stuff went down yesterday. I know my guys right here went live last night, kind of chopped it up. I tried to survive that Sunday night. You know what I'm saying? I need
shout out to Adam Butler, baby.
Adam Butler got me, man, but it was well worth it. But back hitting you guys on the Tuesday night. Appreciate everybody checking in with us. We are going to go over just kind of some of the names that we brought on. Obviously, some names that exited the building that are no longer with us, and kind of how that's going to affect. There's obviously some replacements that we brought in that are basically going to fill those positions, and we'll talk about that for a second. There's also a new report that came out from kind of all the ESPN guys projecting who we may pick at number 6. We'll review that, kind of get their feedback on it. But then we'll take a look at the rest of the free agents that are available and who we may want to go after. And then if we got time at the end, we'll definitely take a look at the draft again and see what it looks like, who we want to pick up. But then also we will have our segment of start them, bench them, cut them. Got 2 of them. We'll have a little bit of fun with that. And so I appreciate everybody. Jump in the building. I'm going to shout out the chat in just a second, but let me check in with my guys, man. Chris, how you feeling?
Good, man. Good. Had a good show with my boy yesterday, man. So I was always fire. We missed you, but, we understood. You got to, you had to do what you had to do.
You had to make up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm mad at that.
That was, Sunday was fun, to say the least. Severe, man, how you feeling?
Oh, you're feeling good, man. Like my guy Chris said, man, had a fire show yesterday, man. Lots of fun, lots of feedback. Chris found love. He discovered some things. Shout out to you, big dog.
Hey, what can I say, man? They say I got the face for TV. What can you say?
Right.
Was there something going on in the chat? What was happening?
Oh man. They said it goes down in DM now. It goes down in the YouTube chat.
Did I miss it? I must have. Man, only happens when the show's done.
Hey. Well, remember what happened in Vegas? Except it was in the YouTube chat.
Oh, man. That's legit. No, it's cool, man. I know, but hey, I'm glad you guys had fun yesterday. I had to do a little bit of makeup work through so did a little barbecuing for the family and stuff like that because kept most of them up on Sunday night, going live a little too late. So, but it was fun. Again, picked up Adam Butler. Definitely a good way to celebrate. And so, but yeah, again, guys, everybody coming into the chat, I appreciate you guys. I'm hitting you guys up, but make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe wherever you're at. I got Chris Protect the Show podcast, got the Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. We hit you guys on Tuesday evenings, Sunday evenings during the season. We do some film review. We chop it up with the film and try to get that to you guys. And so we appreciate everybody coming into the building. So let's salute to the chat a little bit. Robert Pena, appreciate you coming through, man. What's happening? Me, not you, but me in the building. What's good? LS, always good seeing you, man. Appreciate you. Fairdale Huey in the building. It's not Huey P, but another Huey. Appreciate you coming up. Manny D, what's going on?
What's up, Manny?
Billy D.
Billy
Always
Davis.
good seeing you. You got ready to run down. What's happening, man?
Down in the building.
Everybody, make sure you go hit a Raider rundown as well, man. He always hitting you guys with content. Rundown, I think you were on earlier today. A little bit of a live, man. Always keeping up that good work, guys. Go hit him up as well. Dixon in the building. What's good, man? Appreciate you pulling up. Raider Hillbilly in the building. What's good? Appreciate you checking in. All right, let's go. And there's Huey P. Gotta say what's up to him.
Hey, what's happening?
Good seeing you. 831 Raider. What's good? Appreciate you. Let's go. Lawrence in the building. Lawrence in the building.
Oh man, y'all wow.
Man, we're probably not gonna hear the end of it. Vinny, what's happening? What's happening? Dre, good seeing you, man. Always pulling up with us. Almatic, what's good? What's good? What's good? Let's go. Raiders with Chris, what's happening? Yes, you guys, you know it. This is the show. You in the Raider War Room. What's happening? 805 out of Santa Barbara. What's good, man? Hey, Ventura County in the building. You gotta love it.
Hey,
Raider
man. Hey,
Bigs.
maybe Santa Barbara. That's beautiful. Hey, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful place out there, man. If you haven't been,
You can't beat it.
got a chance to go. Make sure you check Santa Barbara out.
Yeah, you can't beat it, man. Let's go. What is this?
Whoa.
Dang,
There's
shots.
no Brady fans on, man. Shots already to start the show.
It's a little early, man. It's a little early, but I feel you. I feel you.
We're gonna see. We're gonna talk about it. Raiders Allegiance in the building. What's happening?
Loon, my guy, Loon.
Hey, make sure you guys go hit a Raider Lunatic, man. Hit up his show. He goes live, I think, damn near every day, man. Fire content, always throwing it at it. So make sure you guys hit him up. Ruben, what's good? What's happening?
Ruben.
Let's see. Appreciate you, Lawrence. Appreciate you coming through.
Man. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Oakland Raiders Savage, super fan. What's happening? Appreciate you. Another 805 in the building. OG, Raider 805. I'm telling you.
That's a battle. At some
through.
point.
Just wait for
y'all gonna have to settle
just wait for the 805 Raider to come in too, and then we're gonna see what's happening. So, but hey, anytime 805's in the building, we rock out. We appreciate it.
We're gonna run down. Hey, condolences for Rundown. He loves
Rundown.
He loves Diablo a little bit more than Severe loves
Justin Fields,
Eichenberg, and a little bit more than you love.
Not me.
What's his name? Cody Whitehair.
Oh,
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, Severe, you better start liking Eichenberg. That's all I gotta say. The moves have been made.
Hey, Landon Roberts. That's my guy now.
Roberts. He said that's your guy now.
My guy, my dog.
So let's do this. We're gonna jump into it, but the one thing that we definitely want to start out with, and just to let you guys know, so June 7th, if you guys are all my 805 guys in the building right now, Raider Nation summer kickoff and Raiders Allegiance, man. If you're gonna roll, let us know. Yeah. The cup's light today. Don't you worry. The cup's light today.
Cup check.
Right. Bakersfield, California, June 7th. You got the 11th annual Raider Nation Summer Kickoff. We're gonna rock. We're gonna go down into that area and check that out. It's nothing but Raider fans. It's a huge, huge event that goes down. I was there last year. Easily a few thousand people rolled through that place, probably more. And so they always have Raider players that showed up. Last year was Jacoby Myers, Divine Diablo, DJ Turner. And so if you guys are in the area, SoCal area, what have you, make sure you guys roll through, hit us up on Instagram or what have you, because we're going to try to all get together and maybe do a little bit of a meet and greet while we're there. And so hit us up, Raider Allegiance. Let me know if you're going to roll through, and we're going to make it happen. But just want to make sure everybody knows what's going down this summer. Raider Nation Summer Kickoff, Saturday, June 7th. Roll through if you in the area. And salute to Myra G. What's happening? Appreciate you coming up. All right. Let's see. I am 360 Black. What's good? Appreciate you. Let's see. What was that?
Fire.
Oh, there you go. All right. Sweet, man. Then we'll see you there.
Okay.
We'll see you there. Exactly. So, okay. Let's kind of jump into it. Let's talk about some of the big moves. All right. And we'll kind of work backwards on this a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the players that we lost. All right. But I think we also brought in some replacements. And so the first one is we're not going to talk about Eichenberg. Death Pile Picker, what's up? We're not going to talk about Eichenberg, but we're going to talk about his potential replacement. Eichenberg's gone. All right. I know you guys talked about it a little bit. And so last night, but here's my thing. I think we're all fairly surprised that Robert Spillane left, but he got himself a decent little payday. I know when we talked before, I was willing to give him a 10, 11 mil a year just because of what he brings to the table with his defense. But I think he got 3 years, 33 mil with the Patriots. And so
33.5, I think, something like that.
Yeah, so he got paid. He did his thing. Raiders weren't going to do it, but man, I'll tell you, the more and more I look into this guy, man, I don't know if he fell off too much at all. If even an upgrade. I mean, that's just the more and more I kind of do some research and stuff. Now, look, I think he's going to be very similar to Spillane. in the pass coverage. I think that's where he kind of falls off a little bit. Hopefully we can get some coaching and improve there. But when it comes to the run stopping ability, he's a downhill headhunter. And I think he's going to set the tone a little bit with this defense. And so I'm kind of excited to see what he brings to the table. And so, Severe, I'll throw it to you first, man. What's your thoughts on the pickup?
Yeah, man. I like the pickup. Like it's very, very Robert Spillane-ish when we picked Robert Spillane up, right? Like under the radar guy.
Exactly.
He comes from some good programs where he's obviously had some good coaching. He played his first 3 or so years with the Patriots, being coached by Bill Belichick and Jared Mayo, and then he spent last year he was with the Steelers, being coached by former Seattle Seahawk, former Raider, their linebacker coach up there, Aaron Curry. So he's getting coached up by some very good guys, man. So I like it. I know we really don't trust the PFF because hey, sometimes they're hit or miss. But if you compare apples to apples, his run grade, his run stop grade, it was higher than Spillane's. His coverage grade higher than Spillane's as well. So he's a guy that has some potential. I don't want to jump off a ledge and immediately say it's going to be an upgrade, but there is some potential there for it to be an upgrade or at the very least a lateral move.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and Chris, I'll throw it to you in a second, but just Death Pile, I'm sorry, I said what's up to you, but didn't fully read the question. Are you setting up anything for Green Bay? I was thinking about going up there. I don't think I am, but shoot, with my guys, we might do something. We might do a live. We might jump on, man. So we'll keep you posted. Make sure you guys turn on those notifications. But Chris, I'll throw it to you in a second. But Raider Paul in the building, appreciate you coming up, tapping in with us. SoCal, what's good? Appreciate you. Let's see. I got some more Navy vet. What's happening? Appreciate you coming through. Alec M in the building as well. Yeah. This one's all right, cool. So, Chris, man, what's your thoughts on the signing?
I think it's phenomenal. If you really think about it, we do lose a dog in Robert Spillane. So I'm not going to be one of those fans that just because he leaves, act like he wasn't a beast. I like Robert Spillane. I like everything he stood for. I thought he was a very solid guy. But it reminds me about how a lot of us Raider fans, including myself, I didn't want ex-Raider linebacker, ex-Pro Bowler Denzel Perryman to go. When
I heard that name going out there.
Yeah. When we let him walk, I was like, what are we doing, man? That's the first linebacker that we had playing at a Pro Bowl level since who knows who. I mean, I don't know if Kurt Morrison was at Pro Bowl level ever, but that was probably the best linebacker that we've had for a while. So but he was playing good ball. He was a leader. He did have some issues with durability at times, but I just remember thinking like, man, how are we going to replace that? And what did we do? We went and got a under the radar linebacker out of Pittsburgh named Robert Spillane. When we got him, nobody was excited. Like I said, maybe my boy, not maybe, but Severe was the only one that was kind of excited about him. But a lot of us, we didn't know too much about him. We got to be honest, we didn't. But if you look at what Robert Spillane did up until that point, compared to what Roberts has done up until this point, he's been more productive than what Spillane was at that point. So you getting a guy like Severe said, who's been well coached. He came from two strong organizations. I'm excited to see what he can do. He is probably a little bit more athletic than Spillane. I talked to some of my Steeler friends that they always kind of give me the rundown on some of their guys, and he actually kind of gave me the same feedback that he gave me when he told me about Spillane. He was like, he's a thumper. He likes to he likes that physical contact. Not the best in coverage, but he's going to make plays. He's a short tackler and he hits hard. So I'm excited. And we saved how much million per year? About 5 million or so per year. I'm good, man. I'm good.
At least because it was what was it? It was a 1 year.
In 1 year, 3 million.
3 million.
Oh, it's only 3 million. Okay, so then we said 9 million?
9, yeah.
9 million.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Still,
I'll tell you one thing. I guarantee Spillane is not $9 million worth better than him. I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
Tell you that.
Yeah, and I'm with you because again, the more and more that I kind of watched his film, I haven't watched a lot, but the more and more I was just kind of watching him a little bit. I mean, he just seems like more of a downhill.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna come downhill real quick. And
Spillane
came downhill.
No tackles. Yeah,
Spillane came downhill, but not like this kid. I mean, it just looks different when he does. I mean, so it's I'm excited. I do think that there's a good chance that he's going to be another tone setter for us. So it's going to be exciting. I think a lot of people in the chat, LA Game, you're saying good thumper Roberts, but not so good in coverage. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're thinking as well. Raider Rundown, you're saying it's a fire signing. Let's see. Oakland Raiders Savage is saying we lost former linebacker
Robert.
We lost former Steelers linebacker Robert and got a new linebacker Roberts plural. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think we had ourselves a good linebacker that we want to hang on to because of the rapport with Patrick Graham. But it was surprising when we let Spillane go.
Yeah.
But I think we got ourselves a pretty decent replacement. So let's just hope he can kind of produce it as good, if not better, moving forward. So, all right, so let's get on to the next one. Let me set it up real quick. And then this one's, I mean, I'll be honest, guys, for me, this one's actually pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see Trayvon Merrick go. Obviously, we were able to get Adam Butler back. We'll talk about the Malcolm Coons because this kind of falls in line. But because we were getting some players at some really good deals, some good price tags, I felt maybe Robert Spillane was going to stay around, maybe Trayvon Merrick. I was wondering which one of the two, and both of them go. Now to see Jeremy Chin come in and to know what type of safety he is, I know a lot of people are saying it, which is true. Pete Carroll likes to get his big boys.
Yeah.
Now we got a 6'4" and a 6'3" safety in the secondary, and this kid's going to come and hit you. And so if he can play like he does, like Trayvon Merrick did in that same type of role, this might be a very, very dangerous pickup. So Chris, I'll throw it to you first, man. What's your thoughts on Jeremy Chin?
Yeah, and again, he's a ball player, man. He's a ball player. He, you could tell he loves ball. He runs around like a maniac. The boy will come up and hit you. And again, Trayvon Merrick is not $9 million better than Jeremy Chin. I mean, we got to look at all this, man, all this holistically, man. Like, if you look at their numbers in comparison, I mean, a lot similar, except Chin actually gets more interceptions. But, again, I know it always hurts to see some of our homegrown people, leave. But again, between him and Roberts, you talking about $18 million savings. I mean, that's
money.
Volume.
A lot of scratch.
A lot of scratch. A lot of JPay money from my boy Leo, man.
What's happening, Leo? Hey guys, make sure you guys hit up Leo's channel as well. We got a couple other people. Where you at? Just Raiders, baby. What's happening, Jay?
Yeah.
Make sure you guys go hit up Jay as well. They both got channels. They're always jumping on lives, man. Make sure you guys show some love. Cool, Kevin, the building. Want to say what's up to you, man? I saw you. But that's the biggest thing, man. Is these are deals that we might see another splash. And I know we said in our last live is that the post June 1 cuts will happen, and there's going to be some names that get cut post June 1. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm really curious as to where is this money going to start to funnel to? We obviously have a lot of draft picks. Do we trade back and acquire some more early round draft picks? That's obviously going to take up some salary. So we got room to play around with moving forward. And so it'd be very interesting. But we're going to take a look at the free agency. We're going to take a look at the draft a little bit later. But Severe, man, thoughts on the signing?
I love it, man. I love it. He's a versatile guy. I was telling Chris the other day when he was coming out, he's a guy I really liked. He was a small school dude. super athletic. Went to the combine, did his thing. I think he had like a 40-inch vert, ran sub 4.5. I think he's like 220 something pounds. So showed out at the Senior Bowl. I think that's the year. Forgot who we drafted that year, but I remember that year it was two safeties that were small school guys I was looking at. It was Jeremy Chin and it was Kyle Duggar. And the Patriots ended up obviously taking Kyle Duggar, and Jeremy Chin went to the Panthers. But he's a guy that's extremely versatile. Patrick Graham is a defensive coordinator. We know he's the mad scientist, right? He likes to experiment and tinker and come up with new things. And that's what he talks about all the time. Every year he wants to add a little bit of a different wrinkle. Now you have two safeties that are basically interchangeable for the most part. So that allows you to do some very creative things, especially disguising what you're doing. People not really knowing like what coverage you're going to be in, how guys are lining up. It's you can do a lot of different things. So and then Jeremy Chin, he can play that Trayvon Merrick role where we saw Trayvon Merrick kind of walk down and play in the box more a little this year, and Isaiah Palomao, he was more of that free safety role. So I think this is a good move, man, especially like as Chris said, for those $9 million in savings. But before I continue, my guy RTYG, did you call Tommy Eichenberg T Easy? Yeah, you don't get no nickname. You don't get no nickname, bro.
No damn nickname.
You got to make a T Echo before you start putting some you're like, well, nah. You can't give this dude no nickname for passing out water. Like, no.
Eackle though.
I don't know, but hey, Severe, if we see Myra G, she might have a present for you at some point. I'm just letting you know.
Hey man, happy birthday, Severe. Happy birthday, brother.
I'm solid. I'm good.
Oh man, Raider Pod, man, you're saying Jeremy Chin's your favorite pickup so far, man. I think he's gonna do some work. Again, he's 6'3", 220, I think he is, sitting in the box playing like Trayvon Merrick. It's gonna be very interesting. And then Alec M, you're saying Byron Murphy getting $22 million this season is a real overpay. And I'm hearing that a lot. Guys, I want your feedback on this. I'm hearing that people are saying, a lot of teams are overpaying, right? And I guess here's my thing, like the salary cap skyrocket this year. And the reason why a guy like Byron Murphy can get re-signed for that type of money is because they let the vet quarterback walk. I'm blanking on his name. They went to Seattle. But
Darnold.
Yeah, Darnold walked, right? So they're not paying him the $40 million or whatever he was going to want, what have you. They got themselves a JJ McCarthy on a rookie contract. And so now they got money to fly. And you got the Redskins, right? The Redskins going to be in the same situation. When you have a rookie quarterback, look at what the Bears are doing. The Bears have just funneled themselves some offensive linemen to kind of protect their quarterback. So, when you got a rookie quarterback, you get to throw some money around. And so I don't know. That's when you have the privilege of overpaying. Last year, the guard position was crazy. I forget who was that guard last year. The top guard that went to the Rams.
Top guard. No, I know it was Quisenberry. I think he went to the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, it was two guards that went crazy, and that's why we were like, let's go ahead and we were happy we signed James at that point. We're like,
James,
they wilding.
Yeah, so I think he got like the guard over with the Rams. He was the highest paid guard, and you got like $20 million a year, which everybody's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're going to see some
Broncos. I think it was an LSU guy, but he's from the Broncos. I think he went to the Dolphins. He got crazy money.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing, the teams that have those rookie quarterbacks, they got money to toss around. So yeah, they're going to overpay to keep some guys in house, and that's just how it is. So, I think a lot of people are stoked on this one, and I'm excited. For Jeremy Chin, just kind of that replacement role for Trayvon Merrick at, Chris, like you're saying, a damn good price. And so I'm going to bring up this one as well, because I know you guys touched on it, but I want to go ahead and I want to definitely talk about it. I didn't get that opportunity. But bringing back Malcolm Kuntz, everybody was throwing out to that 20 million projection. And I think we all knew there was no way he was going to get 20 million.
Right.
And, for myself, I know when we go live and all that stuff, my number was around that 12, 13 million a year. I would probably I would be willing to give him 2 years, but they got him for a 1-year prove deal at 12 million, another bargain contract. If we see anything out of him like he did those last 8 games in 2023,
yeah,
absolute steal.
Yeah.
Absolute steal, and then the good thing is that if he does produce like that, you now have him for the whole year. You have the opportunity to potentially extend him halfway through the season if you want to, because he's on the roster. Not sure if he'll do it because he's going to want to get that bag, right? He's going to want to get that big contract, but still.
Or if worse come to worse, it could franchise him. If worse came to worse.
You could. If he produces he at the end of 2023, 100%. And so absolutely love it. Now, this defensive front with Malcolm Koonce, if he brings back the 2023 Malcolm Koonce with no injuries, Adam Butler, Christian Wilkins, and Max Crosby. I mean, let me ask you and chat, let me know, do we got the best? I mean, the Eagles got a pretty damn good front.
I'm about to say, yeah.
The Rams too. We talked about this yesterday. The Rams too.
The young Rams.
But if we get 2023 Malcolm Koonce,
that's for him.
That's gonna be nasty.
2023 Malcolm Koonce and 2023 Christian Wilkins. We need both of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. People keep sleeping how nice Wilkins really is.
Yeah.
Wilkins is cold, man. He's cold.
So, and we're gonna talk about the draft in just a second. But do you think? I mean, we got to be top 3 defensive front. I'm trying to think around the league.
Yeah.
Who's gonna have a better defensive front? The way that Adam Butler played last year, and he's gonna get the one-on-ones. You got to double Christian Wilkins. You got to double Max Crosby. At least take the running back over there and help chip him.
What's
the Niners got? I know for a while they had it, but I think they lost.
They lost Hargrave.
Oh yeah,
they lost Hargrave, but they might. I got a buddy that's a Niners.
They might get Joey.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, that's what. Joey. Yeah, I think Joey. I think it's between them and Miami, but that'd be a nice little combo.
They lost a bunch, so they got money. They lost everybody, but damn near.
So I mean, I'm thinking easily top 3. I'm trying to figure out what other front in the NFL.
2023 Tyree Wilson. What year was Tyree drafted? We need the year before that.
2025. Tyree coming. Get out of here. See, Leo, I just did you a favor and gave you that comment, man. I don't know if I'm coming back to you. Big God, my God. Chris, we're going to talk about Eric Stokes in just a second. But Huey P, that's a good one, right? Has anybody heard about Caleb on Chasen? I would bring him back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You've gotten so many good contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like Daniel Chin or Jeremy Chin, very good contract.
Jets got a good front. Jets do got a good front.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Jets have a good front.
Yeah,
but it's hard for me to think.
I'm with you though. I'm with you.
Strictly D line. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, it is nasty. 23 Tyree Wilson. So here's my thing though, is Caleb on Chasen, I would go out and get him without question, because you still run the risk of what Malcolm Koonce we actually get. If he accidentally re-injures himself or what have you, got to lock somebody in. And so because you've basically placed a lot of key positions under really good contracts, you now can be able to go and get him for maybe I'd throw out there like a 1 year. I throw out there like a 1 year, maybe $4 million contract, $5 million contract based on the contracts we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And see if he take it, because you still want a good rotational piece.
Give him Adam Butler money.
Because you still need a good rotational piece. All we have Snowden. We have Amari Gaynor that can go and step down off the edge. Is Janarius Robinson still with us?
I was about to say, I don't know about him.
I don't think so.
So I would like to see Caleb on Chasen come back. No, without question. So But then let's get real quick over to the new sign that just dropped before we jumped on. Obviously, I'll bring this one up too, just briefly, just so we touch on it. We also brought in some more safety help. Lonnie Johnson Jr. again, tall corner. I think he's just going to be more competition depth piece, which is good. We need it, especially how DCAM played last year. We can't rely on him to potentially, give up a career day to Quinion Johnson again. So we definitely need some help. And then we will go to who we picked up just recently, and we'll touch on this real quick. So we picked up former Packers cornerback Eric Stokes. And so, Severe, when we jumped on, you went in and talked about him a little bit. So what's your thoughts on this signing?
Yeah, man, Eric Stokes, he was highly regarded guy coming out of Georgia. When the Packers drafted him, I believe was he CB1 that year? I can't remember, but I know people were high on him.
Yeah, he was. I think he started like 14 games or something.
Yeah, and he had a solid rookie season, and then his second year he kind of struggled early on, and then he started dealing with injuries, and he's been kind of dealing with injuries ever since then. So getting him for what we got him for, 1 year, $4 million, basically like another prove it type deal. Pete Carroll has had a history of being able to do well with corners. He's able to, for some reason, these dudes come to Pete Carroll and they play well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he puts together a solid year. He has the athleticism, he has the skill set. I want to say he ran like a sub 4.3 or 4.3. I know like 4.29 or something like that if I recall. So dude had he's 6'1". He has the length you want in your cornerback. He has the speed. So it's just putting everything else together and then staying healthy.
Yeah, I like the depth piece. You know what I'm saying? And Severe, based on what you're saying, I don't know. I'm not going to claim I know much about the kid, to be honest. I got to do a little bit of homework. But looks like just low risk, high reward, potentially, and good competition in that cornerback room. Chris, I'll throw it to you a second, but I'm easier saying, well, Chase and get the snaps to pay him $3-4 million. I think so. You need a solid rotational piece for Max and Malcolm Kuntz. And so if you can have somebody solid that you could rely on to where when those guys have to take a step off the field, you don't drop off too much. And you run the risk. Like, look, Max Crosby just had surgery. Malcolm Kuntz is coming off season-ending injury. Like, you need somebody that is going to jump in there and be able to produce and have confidence that they're going to be able to – you're not going to fall off too much. And so I'd be willing to pay him that because we're taking the risk of bringing back a Malcolm Kuntz that was coming off of season-ending. So I think he will get the snaps in the rotation if needed. So, but Easy, appreciate you pulling up. All eyes. Good seeing you, man. I appreciate you coming through. Tim in the building as well. What's happening? Do you see us sign some big names like Locken and others? So we're going to go ahead and check that out just a little bit later because we're going to take a look at the free agents and who's left. So we're definitely going to take a look at that. But if with everybody that's in the building, if you got a question for the panel, if you got a question for us, do me a favor. Type the hashtag Raiders and then your question. It just catches my eye. We got close to 400 in the chat right now, and so you guys are flying. And so I'm trying to get to everything as much as I can. But if you guys have a question or something related to what we're talking about, hit that hashtag Raiders, and then hit me with that question or comment, and I'll do my best to bring it up. So, all right. So let's do this real quick. Let's take a look at the salary cap as it stands right now. And so tomorrow is officially the first day of free agency, right? This is where everybody can officially put the pen to paper, sign the dotted line, make sure everything goes down. And so right now it's saying that we have around 40 million, but I know Andre James as well as Minshew, when we cut them, that's going to add a little bit. I've heard numbers like 46 being thrown out there. So we got 46 million potentially to play with to start. Now we also have potential reconstruction of some contracts. I've heard that Christian Wilkins might restructure his contract and be able to free up a little bit more money. So it's going to be very interesting. Just kind of how we kind of work the numbers. Again, it's crazy how some teams can be in absolute cap hell like the Saints, but all of a sudden they come up with money. So teams can get very creative. I'm excited to see how the Raiders do it. So before we kind of get into, I'm actually going to move this over. Before we get into some of the free agents. We're also going to kind of go over what some of the, I guess I don't know what you want to call them, ESPN and some of the, I don't know, professionals when it comes to mock drafts. They've kind of projected who they think we're going to take at 6. There's about 10 of them that are projected, and they just dropped it a couple hours ago. So that's after this kind of wave of free agents. We're going to take a look and see who they think we're going to take, and then we're going to look at free agents. We're going to look at the draft, and we'll kind of give our feedback on who we're going to go after. And so, but before we get into that, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to do our start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em segment like we do. I didn't do it last time because a lot of news dropped, but we're definitely going to jump into it and have a little bit of fun. And one of them might be a little bit interesting. I tried to figure out how to put one together to include this guy, and we'll see if it gets a little interesting. So if you guys have not been with us to do this, you're going to see some players pop up with a letter next to them. All you got to do is put the letters in order for who you would start, who you'd bench, who you would cut. And so as I go to, as I go to start this one, if you guys can, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe wherever you're at. I got Chris Protect the Show podcast, The Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation. I appreciate everybody pulling up. Hit that like button, subscribe if you can. Also hit that notification bell. And look, I know Severe, you say it, man. If you guys can share it to your social media, share it to any other Raider fans that you guys got. We try to jump on here on Sundays and Tuesdays. And during the season, we also review film and do some breakdowns. So appreciate everybody in the building and all the regulars, the SoCals, the Cool Kevs, the LSs, all you guys, the Dixon Siders, the Myra G's, all you guys, Alec M. Appreciate you guys always popping up. You guys always come here with the support, and Dre for show, man, out there too. So let's set this thing up. Let's have a little bit of fun. Now, remember, just what you see on the screen. Start them, bench them, cut them, put the letters in order, and I'll bring you up on the screen. So we're talking kick returners. We're talking just kick return ability. Dante Hall, Brian Mitchell, Cordell Patterson on the far right. So chat, let me know, who would you start, who would you bench, who would you cut between the three? Dante Hall, Brian.
I'm good on this one.
You good on this one?
I'm good on this one.
Brian,
it's a little tough, but I think I'm good on this one too.
Good on this one. All right. So far, RT in the first one in. You got Dante Hall. You got Cordell Patterson. You're gonna put on the bench. You're cutting Brian Mitchell. Cool Kev.
Oh, y'all done forgot.
Uh-oh.
Y'all done forgot.
Cool Kev. You got Cordell Patterson. You're starting.
Yeah.
Dante Hall. You're benching and you're cutting.
Oh, y'all done forgot.
I'm telling you. So that's
y'all done forgot
for Mitchell. Hold up. Let's see.
Who couldn't Cordero Patterson?
Hold on. Jafar's saying he wants to hear Chris's opinion on this one. We won't get to it, promise. SoCal, you got C, you got A, and you got B. A lot of cutting of Brian Mitchell. That's interesting. A lot of cutting of Brian Mitchell. It's another one. ACB, Dante Hall, Cordell Patterson, cutting Brian Mitchell. Yeah, a lot of hate for Brian Mitchell in this chat. Patterson's Raiders all day. Yeah, we're the one team couldn't get the best out of them. Let's see. Raider Biggs, man, appreciate you. We're gonna talk about draft. EC, you got BAC. All right, cutting Cordell Patterson.
How you cutting Cordell Patterson?
I am.
How you cutting the dude that has the most kick return touchdowns ever? How is he not even on the team?
Do he? I didn't realize he did.
Cordell Patterson was a bad man.
And the dude is like huge. He's doing this like
big, yeah.
Ain't no tiny dude doing this. He's a huge dude. Nah, bro. Look, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brian Mitchell. You got to chunk the deuce and get loose, bro. You got to chunk the deuce and get loose. Cordell Patterson, clearly the number one guy. It's not even close. He has the record. And he's still doing it. He's still doing it. Like all these years later, still doing it.
You know what's weird though about Cordell Patterson? It's like, I don't know if it's because he just went to so many teams and he was so versatile. He played so many different positions. I think people just kind of forget how good of a kick returner he was.
Want to know how good Cordell Patterson is? Right? Cordell Patterson was out of the league, right? And then last year they changed the kickoff return rules
They did
to
bring
kind
him
of
back.
make teams. Immediately, somebody gave this dude $8 million. Immediately, like as soon as they heard about it, as soon as the rule change was official, somebody's like, pay Cordell Patterson $8 million. Like that's how good he is as a kicker, bro. He's clearly number one. It's not even close. And then between A and B, that's closer. But when your name is a human joystick, bro, come on. How you not on the squad? You got to go with the human joystick. And he got the greatest juke I've ever seen in my life. The greatest juke anybody's ever seen. When he did the Broncos, how he did the Broncos, that's the greatest juke ever. Even though that was on the pass, but and then Brian Mitchell was a dog, man. He was crazy, but at their peak, like I said, remember Dante Hall was like winning games.
Oh
like,
yeah, coaches got fired. Coaches got fired for kicking to him.
Yes.
All right, so let's do this, chat. Anybody? I'm seeing if I'm seeing repeat names. See if anybody's changing their mind after Severe throwing.
I'm still going ABC. I don't care. I don't care. I
don't care what you say.
I don't care. I don't care. Patterson's cold. Yeah, I didn't realize he had the most kick returns. But I just go back to just being a fan and just watching all three. And again, maybe it's more nostalgia, whereas like Patterson's just kind of, it's like he's kind of newer in my mind. But the human joystick was, I mean, like you said, that to him, he was just different. Like I said, I remember it was a big deal. They were like, man, is Shane Leckler going to punt to him? Like Shane Leckler was like the only one that wasn't scared to punt to him. But if you wasn't Shane Leckler, you wasn't punting to old buddy. You just wasn't.
Yeah, but and Shane Leckler could do it because he had that damn near 20-second hang time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was the only one that could. But Mitchell, Mitchell was cold. And he was cold for a long time. He was cold for a long time.
That's when I was putting this up. I was very
curious. And I think that he was just.
But a lot of people cutting Raider White Man in the bill. Appreciate you. It's cutting Mitchell.
Look, Chris talking about nostalgia. I remember Cordell Patterson taking that shit back to house on us. You forgot. I remember that. Sure did. That's some nostalgia for you right there.
He sure did.
Let's see. I just want. Let's see. Brian Mitchell played on a lot of teams too. He did. Because he was Redskins too. I think Redskins too. Is he LIM, CBA?
I can't deny it. This is a good one. Brian Mitchell was cold too. But
Mitchell was cold for a long time.
In
fact, I think he has the most yardage. I think he has the most overall yardage. I think. Possibly. But yeah, this was a good one. Like I said, I guess I didn't realize Patterson housed that many. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he housed that many.
So I think it's tough for me because as much as Brian Mitchell was cold, like he was a bad man. It's hard for me to not have Dante Hall sitting on my bench. Like that's just how I am. Like it's hard. So I'm crazy as it sounds. I think I am CAB. I think I'm Cab.
CAB.
It's hard though because Brian Mitchell's just
Josh Cribbs too. That was a good one. Josh Cribbs would have been tough too. Yeah.
I see
people saying Hester. Hester was more of a punt returner. That was
actually, you might have to put Cribbs ahead of all three of these.
Cribbs was Cribbs. I still put Cordell Patterson up there. So I put Cribbs up there. That's even Josh Cribbs was a dog.
So I was gonna put Cribbs up there, but I felt like that was almost a little too easy.
Yeah,
because I think he was gonna be automatic. So I
because I think. Especially numbers wise, I remember he broke some record during his Browns tenure. Because again, I watch a lot of the Browns too. So, Cribbs may have to beat both of them out. That's a good one though. That's a good one.
And I'm easy. I'm with you because Mitchell wasn't flashy like that. It was actually crazy how well Mitchell did because he didn't have
he wasn't super fast.
Like Dante Hall. Dante Hall was kind of slim, and you see he's just quick as shit. But Brian Mitchell,
he was like a running back.
Yeah,
like a running back back there.
Yeah,
so it's crazy that he's able to do what he did.
Yeah,
vision.
Yeah,
like he'll find that crease, and he like,
he used to get busy. Tell him, Raider Paul. Tell him, man. Kids don't understand.
What was it? Alan Rossum and Tim Dwight? Remember Tim Dwight?
Tim Dwight.
Tim
He
Dwight.
was cold at Iowa. Yeah, he was cold.
Who did he play for? Did he play for the Falcons too? He played for the
Falcons,
he played for the Falcons for a little while. Alan Rossum, they had another dude, Alan Rossum. I remember he was a cool kick returner too.
Tim Dwight.
Remember Tim Dwight would take some of the most vicious hits I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Oh yeah.
Some of the most vicious hits I've ever seen. Like, dang.
Yeah. You're right, Ernest. Yeah, it's hard to pick a chief. I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay, I get it.
It's hard, but he was cold. He was cold. It
man.
hit you with this. It hit you with that.
Man.
Yeah.
You already know what time it was.
Man,
You know what time it was.
And Daniel Kim, you're right, man. I'm telling you, Severe's got a memory like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, he do.
Tim Dwight.
Tim Dwight. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Tim Dwight was cold, man.
White boy took off.
Tim Dwight was cold.
Can't hate on that.
My boy Leo said Eric Metcalf. That was my guy. Eric Metcalf.
Yeah.
Desmond Howard. I see him easy say it. Desmond Howard.
You might see another one, guys. Don't worry. It's just these three up on here.
How you finesse this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna set the next one. Real quick. So this one might get a little interesting because there's one guy that I want to add in here, and I had to figure out.
I forgot about Terry Kirby.
Terry Kirby. Yeah, he was with us forever.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this one's gonna go, but let me know. So chat, start him, bench him, cut him. Let me know. So we're going running backs.
Oh, is that my boy Natron Means?
That's what I was saying. Is that Natron Means?
Natron
Means, man. Natron Means. That's a big boy right there, man.
Okay.
Mike Allstott, that Jones Drew.
Natron Means.
You don't see a hint of neck on Natron Means, man. Ain't
None.
That's how you know he coming straight for you. He can't turn nowhere. He coming straight for you.
Yeah. Natron Means, Mike Allstott, Maurice Jones-Drew. And I threw Maurice Jones-Drew in here. Obviously undersized, but man, like just what he was able to do at that size. He was still, bowling ball, 100%.
Yeah.
So start him, bench him, cut him,
QEPs up. He would have did more for us. I was hyped when we got him, but he ain't really getting popping.
QEP's already in. He's got BAC starting. He's ABC.
Different type of backs.
Yeah, they did.
It is, but like
you almost needed to put like Peyton Hillis up there.
But so I thought it was
too short. He was too short. He's too. Yeah, he only had that one little.
He had the 1 year that I just like.
Or Mike Anderson. Mike Anderson too, though. It was too short.
Yeah,
from the Broncos.
Well, M-Easy's got CBA. All right, Cutting. Natron Means.
Natron was cold. Man, I see Allstott really made his name as a fullback, and then once he moved to tail, he had some years of tailback too, though.
Yeah,
he was back there with Work Done.
Yep.
I think it was with Work Done.
I'm sober today. Just today, though. Just today. Don't worry.
Hey, shout out the Navy vet. He said we were just awarded two
compensatory picks.
Okay. It was it's the 2 6-rounders.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I believe it's the 2 6-rounders.
They called it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're just announcing it because the new year, or because everything opens up next tomorrow. So, so let's see. Elmatic, you're about Natron Means. Let's see.
Oh yeah, North
Carolina. No bench. Raider White, BCA. All right. Mike Allstott was a bad man. Like that.
He was.
So that's the one guy I want to put up here. And I'm like, okay, who could I put up here that would be somewhat in that same realm to make it a discussion? So.
Yeah. Man. I'm probably. I think I'm probably going BCA too. But Natron Means was a bad man. But Maurice Drew, people remember Maurice Jones-Drew with us.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is all the prime.
Oh,
he was tearing stuff like
because whose spot did he was who?
It was Fred. I think it was Fred Taylor.
Was Fred Taylor?
It was Fred Taylor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He took off from Fred
and still balled.
It did his thing
as a 2nd round pick. And I want to say, was that the same draft as what you call it? Was that the Reggie Bush draft?
I don't know. Probably got asked Dustin. I don't know.
I don't remember exactly. Right? Exactly. That's too good. Carlos is a former teammate. But I remember, people were sleeping on Maurice Jones-Drew, and I knew Maurice Jones-Drew been a dog since De La Salle.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh yeah, because they was first in the nation. I remember that. I remember that. Always from Ohio. I remember them. Yeah, I remember that.
B Wayne ACB. Oh, starting Natron means. All right, okay.
Natron was cold though, man. And that's some nostalgia too, though. That's some nostalgia too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I can't start him though. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go CBA.
Oh, Christian Okoye.
See that's what I'm saying. That would have been one.
I didn't know how far back I was gonna go with that. Yeah, Christian Okoye could have been a good one. I just didn't know how far back I wanted to go.
He was the same time as Natron Means, wasn't he? Or was he before? I think he was about the same time.
Before. Really?
Was he? I think it was about the same time, I thought.
I don't know. I thought Christian Okoye was before Natron Means.
Was he? Okay.
I think. Could be wrong. I don't know. We got the NFL almanac down below. Maybe Severe will help us out.
I don't remember. I
mean, he came in the league in '93. Natron did.
Natron.
Yeah, so Okoye was probably closer then, but Okoye may have been a little earlier.
Yeah, I think it was a little. I feel like Okoye was
maybe like 90.
Yeah, I feel like
they definitely overlapped though. They definitely overlapped for a while.
Yeah, Tim, we're gonna get into free agents in just a second. So
I'm CBA.
I ain't mad at that either.
You're CBA.
CBA.
Like I might be with you on that. I think I'm in the same realm, Chris, because like I'm not cutting Mike Allstott.
Yeah,
he's a bad man.
No,
I mean, he was the most athletic big running back I think we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm going CBA.
Shout out to my boy Jafar. Jafar thought that was LT the whole time. That's why he said he played ABC earlier. That's Natron Means, man. You might have to revoke, big dog.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, what? He's like, this ain't even no poll.
Yeah.
What these dudes talking about?
He's like, that's LT. That's for sure. A.
Okay, so what Cool Kev said, Means was 94, and Okoye was 90 to 93. Okay, so basically around the same time. Okay. My bad. I thought Okoye was.
I thought he was like late. Yeah, he feels like late 80s when you're watching him.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, because he had awards with Steve Atwater.
Yeah.
What up, Taddy? What's happening? Appreciate you coming up. Okay. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm CBA. Chris, what were you again?
CBA.
All right. Severe, what were you?
BCA.
BCA. Yeah, it's crazy.
I ain't mad at that.
Michael, for some reason, I remember because because I used to get Mike Allstott in Madden and just be destroyed.
No stopping him.
He was untackleable.
Yeah,
not 26 power all day long. Just
yeah. Because that was that during the hit stick days too. Yeah, that was crazy. Untackleable. That was crazy.
Oh, that's good shit. All right, cool. All right. So for you guys that are new to the channel, we try to do that at least one time, kind of break stuff up. You know what I'm saying? We're always talking Raiders, but have a little bit of fun at the same time. So hope you guys enjoyed that. And guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe wherever you're at. We definitely appreciate it. And again, if you can, share it to some Raider fans. Share it as well.
Everybody share it to one.
Yeah, share the love a little bit.
Barry Word. Oh, Barry Word. I remember that was the 1-2 punch. Christian Okoye and Barry Word.
That's crazy.
All right, so let's go. Let's see.
That was a good era, bro. That was a good era. Watching, just being young, watching that.
Yeah, not facts.
Dave Meggett.
That's when we actually enjoyed football because the Raiders were still respected.
Right. Yeah, so you like you like watching everything.
Exactly, right. You ain't mind watching. Hey, y'all team good. Hey man, you got a good team. Y'all gonna be good. Y'all solid.
Right.
I know we good. Look, y'all gonna be good. But now I'm hating on everybody. Right. I hate on everybody.
Right.
I ain't giving no other team no props.
Raider Legion's Work Done. You might see Work Done in one of them. Trust me, I already got one cooking up with Work Done.
Work Done had that Italian
You know, some fun.
mafioso mouth, man. You had to lift up.
So let's take a look at some free agents, right? The way that
Give me a cannoli.
The way that we're stacked up right now, right? I think the first kind of wave went, but we still have a good amount of salary cap money. And so here's my biggest thing is, chat, let me know. Hit that hashtag Raiders first if you can, so it catches my eye. What do you think our biggest need is still right now? Is it receiver? Is it offensive lineman? Is it secondary? Is it linebacker? Let me know what you think our biggest need is right now, kind of going into this free agency. We'll kind of go through some of the positions. And so, Lake Show, what's happening? Appreciate you pulling up. Luis, what's good, man? So Myra G, you're first up, wide receiver 1. We definitely need that. I'm with you. We could definitely use not just a wide receiver 1. I think we need receiver depth, to be dead honest with you. And so Raider Nation Jason, everybody hit him up too. Always throwing out content for you guys as well. You're saying receiver. Shock Bowers, you're saying running back and linebacker. Absolutely. Regis for Chris, you're saying OG, you want to guard Becton. Let's see, M Easy, cornerback, linebacker. Leo, get a guard, receiver, linebacker. You got a lot of people. Linebacker or running back, yeah, we definitely need it without question. Let's see.
There is something that nobody has mentioned yet, and it is a glaring hole on this team.
Long snapper.
Now we got Bobenmeyer.
O-line and secondary. Yeah. All right. What's the biggest? What you got, Severe?
We literally, unless we trust in my guy, but other than that, we literally have nobody on the roster to play nickel. Who's our nickel corner? Is it Devonshire?
I wouldn't be surprised if they think Devonshire can Darnay Holmes can compete for that spot.
Is he still here? I thought he had a 1-year deal. Is he here?
I thought we picked him back up.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we re-signed him.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Ooh, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought we re-signed him.
I'm not sure.
Ooh.
You know, even what's his name? I know he's a safety, but he played corner as well. He has some flexibility, Lonnie.
Lonnie,
but I mean,
yeah.
I'm not sure if he's I mean, shoot, even what's the name? Even who we just got. I mean, that's a 4.25 guy, man.
Stokes. Yeah, but it takes a different kind of skill set to be able to play in.
It does.
But they Leo said we did bring back Holmes, so okay.
Yeah.
Well, we brought back Holmes, and but
he was decent. He was decent.
You know, he a Bruin, but.
But here's the thing, like again,
upgrade.
He don't want to got cooked on that. He don't want to got cooked against the Bengals, trying to pick into the backfield. Just like he beat them. So
I think he's brought in to compete, which is good. You're saying Chin can play slot too. I think so, but man, I think I don't know if he's gonna be able to keep up man to man. I know Patrick Graham's gonna, if he did it last year, or if he's gonna do it like he did last year, he brought a lot of pressure last year, and so we might find ourselves in a lot of man coverage. And I'm not sure if Jeremy Chin's gonna be able to keep up with some of these slot receivers with just how big he is. But
hopefully we don't have to bring that much pressure, man. Hopefully we can take a book out of the Eagles.
Yeah. So as I kind of go through this, I think a lot of people are saying receiver, running backs. So let's take a look at the running backs first. When it comes to free agents, just kind of what's left out there. I would love for us to pick up a running back just so that we're not kind of panicked in the draft.
Yeah.
Right? Because our running back room is damn near gutted outside of what's his face, our 6th rounder.
Labe.
And so this is what's left in chat.
Don't forget Zeus.
We do have Zeus. I think we all forgot about Zeus.
Zeus goes in the Tommy Ackenberry category for the time.
So let's take a look at just kind of what's left as it stands right now. You got Miles Sanders that's at the top of the list. I think it's just going by what either their previous salary was. I think Raheem Mostert, didn't you just sign? I think you did. But I could be wrong. What
I wouldn't mind having that speed out there. That would be nice.
Raheem Mostert.
Yeah.
You know,
but he's almost 33.
Let's see. You got Leo, you're saying Nick Chubb at the running back spot. Guys, is there a running back that you guys like that's still in free agency? One guy that I'd like to take a look at, honestly, because I think they're going to walk now that they already picked up a running back. And I'll kind of go down. Rico Dowdle. I wouldn't mind bringing him in. I think he's going to be a pretty inexpensive price. He can do a little bit of everything. And he could be a good just staple to start with going into the draft.
Yes.
You know, if you miss on your guy in a certain round, then at least you kind of have your backups to go to. You never know how it's going to actually play out. I would not mind going after Rico Dowdle. You look at his market value, which who knows what this is, 6.2. You could probably bring him in for 1 year. 6.2. I think these tend to be a little overinflated at times.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'll probably give him less than that.
You look at what Malcolm Kuntz ended up getting, and they thought he was going to get 20 mil. And so Rico Dowdle's a guy that I wouldn't be mad at if we brought him in. Severe, what's your thoughts on that?
I like Rico Dowdle. He's a guy that, you know, he had some pretty nice games with Dallas, both running and catching the ball. So I wouldn't mind that at all. He's not a guy that you want to necessarily depend on, you know, day in and day out, but he is a guy that, you know, hey, it provides at least a little bit of depth and some more competition there. So you're not going into the season essentially with what you had last year. You know, it'll be him, at the very least, him, Zamir, and Dylan Labe. And then, you know, obviously you want to draft a guy or two. So I wouldn't be mad at Rico Dowdle at all. That's a guy who I kind of saw early in the offseason and thought that'd be a nice addition.
Yeah. Chris, any thoughts on Rico Dowdle? Would you mind bringing him in?
No, not for the price. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that. He's he has some potential, but yeah, I think someone that can, you know, be part of a rotation, he could be all right.
And I think what's tough, man, it's him and Zeus are very similar. He's a better runner, but they have the same type of running style. They're not going to be flashy. Right. They you know, Rico Dowdle could be
yards and get down.
Exactly. And so it is bringing in two guys that are very similar. I do think that the goal is to possibly draft two running backs. But again, if you miss on one, and if you already have somebody there, then it kind of takes the pressure off of having to get somebody. And I think Rico Dowdle actually is a pretty good running back. And so if he's there, we got the money to do it, I'd definitely pull the trigger. And so, hey, the 805 came in the building. He's here. What's happening?
The trifecta.
Exactly. We got enough 805s in the building now. Mad Dog Raider, you're kind of on the same page. Appreciate you. There was a question, and Chris, I'm going to throw this to you. Jay, just Raiders baby. He's like, what about Jacorian in the slot? I mean, Chris, you were high on Jacorian last year. You kind of nailed that one. Do you think Jacorian could play in the slot?
I think he could. I absolutely think he could. I don't think I'd want him there. Because I don't want to mess up his progression, honestly. You know, I think he's you know, trending his way to being a real good CB1. I'll just go ahead and keep him at that. But he played in the inside sometimes at Maryland, you know, a little bit with Deontay Banks. So he can do it, and he's actually a willing tackler, but with his frame and already some slight injury issues, I'm cool. I'll go ahead and keep him on the outside, honestly.
Yeah, and Leo, just because you want your Notre Dame kid, that's all you want us to hear out. Is you want more Notre Dame in the building. That's what you want. Obviously,
that somebody's gonna be all right though. I ain't gonna lie.
And in Leo's defense, our running back coach was a running back coach for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
So
all right. Well,
there's a little bit of connection there. Yeah, I threw you a bone, Leo. Got your back, brother.
Yeah, that's all you get. That's all you get, Leo. It's your Notre Dame stuff over here, and because of that Shador comment earlier. And so I did have there were some people saying AJ Dillon.
He ain't never done nothing though. Like his entire career.
But the thing is that if Zamir White isn't the guy, if AJ Dillon obviously can just be healthy, or if AJ Dillon can be healthy, he's a good short yardage back. He's a good goal line back. If you bring him in, you get him for cheap. And so wouldn't be mad if we did see that name again, as long as he's healthy.
I'm not mad at Gus Edwards, honestly. He's at least consistent, you know what I'm saying, reliable for the most part. And he's always in a rotation, so
I'm with you. Gus Edwards, he's a reliable back.
Yeah, I feel like he always finishes the season for whatever team he's on, whether Ravens or whoever. He's a finisher.
I think he didn't finish the season twice for J.K. Dobbins, right? Did the Ravens draft? Did the Ravens draft J.K. Dobbins and then Gus Edwards was there and then he got hurt?
Dude, I almost think who was there before J.K. Because that dude always got hurt. Was it the dude from Alabama? Was he the one that was before JK?
The one that came from the Saints.
Yeah, what's his name?
Heisman Trophy winner. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Heisman. I can't remember.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was Edwards still there when he was there?
If you got it.
Because even Ingram used to get hurt.
I don't remember. I just remember him filling in. I think like 1 year they lost like 2 backs, and Gus Edwards was like the third guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like he's always there.
Else. and Gus Edwards was getting off though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I wouldn't mind having him, man. But again, we're gonna have to draft, at least one running back. So, but I'm just saying, having Gus Edwards in the running back room would be all right. But he's, definitely not a RB1 though.
And there's so many running backs that I do think there's going to be some potential.
No hands either. That's
yeah. There's going to be some potential undrafted free agent running backs that you could still take a stab at.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And so it's such a deep running back class. The 805, man, we talked about Caleb Von Chasen, man. I'd love to bring him in just as a rotational piece, even though we got Malcolm Kuntz, because you just never know with the injury aspects, and you need a rotational piece. Charles Snowden he was an undrafted free agent that we brought on, so you don't know what you can get out of him. I'd like to see us bring back Caleb Von Chasen at the right price. So, let's see. Okay. Raiders Legion saying Gus Edwards sounds like an 80s old school NBA power forward. Wears high socks and goggles.
Not the goggles, not the rec
Not
spec.
the goggles, man. Goggles inside the football helmet too. I think someone was saying, LKM, you're saying Chip Kelly's guy is Henderson. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. But the thing is that I think if we get a running back, I think there's a good chance you don't strong arm yourself into having to grab somebody.
Yeah.
If they don't end up being there, you don't want to strong arm yourself in that way. So, I'd be cool if we brought another running back. I would be. And so, next up, because a lot of people are talking about.
Kareem Hunt's still out there.
Ain't he old though?
29, but
he's old.
He's not that old. He's not that bad. 29. Cam Akers ain't. I like Cam Akers for a bit.
I feel like he be getting hurt though.
He does. Chase Edmonds was he? Did he play for the? He played for the Cardinals too, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think he was cool. He was cool when he. Yeah, I think he could be getting hurt too though.
He was there when what's his name? Drake was there. Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake.
They was there together.
Yep.
I think someone else was talking about J.K. Dobbins. I like J.K. Dobbins, but it's just the injury aspect.
Yeah, he stayed there.
If we bring in somebody, I'd want somebody that's reliable. That's why I really like Rico Dowdle. Not coming in with any injury history for the most part. Like, I think he's going to come in. He's just a reliable running back. So, let's take a look real quick. We'll go receivers next. A lot of people are saying receiver. Everybody's saying we need number one. The one thing I would say, just keep in mind, is like, I know we've talked about it, is, our number one target is going to be Brock Bowers. And so I'd love to see us bring in a receiver that's going to kind of help with meeting a need that we don't have, which is more receivers that are at least over 6 foot.
Yeah, exactly.
And so Jacoby Myers is going to be our possession type receiver. Trey Tucker, who knows what's going to happen with him. And so, at the end of the day, I'm looking, if we bring in a receiver, a free agent receiver, I'm looking at specific type of receivers. I want a receiver that's either going to be a good possession guy that's going to back up Jacoby Myers, or I'm going to look for those 50-50 ball guys. I'm looking for a guy that's 6'4", 6'5". And so, Chad, if you guys have anybody in mind when it comes to receivers, let me know. In the chat, in the first one. That's actually one guy I like, Elijah Moore.
Yeah,
I'm telling
with
you,
on that.
My boy swears by Elijah Moore. He swears by, huh?
Right?
Yeah, he was cold, and then
I
think he had a good year in the Jets, and I think he kind of got an attitude, but yeah, with the Browns, like all off season, I mean, his workouts, he was balling. Like he thought Elijah Moore was gonna be that guy, and it just didn't work out. But
he's still young too.
Yeah,
Elijah Moore 4.5. Yeah, he's still young.
Still young, and he's pause. He's explosive, man. Like he can still move. I mean, he can get some separation.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, 24.
I like Elijah Moore.
Oh, Rondale Moore.
Oh, so I think, remember you guys, it was with you guys. I talked about Rondale Moore, and there was when I saw him come out of college, and I went and saw him, or not went, but I started doing some research on him, and they started showing him do some running routes on some one-on-ones. It's probably the nastiest route work I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, his ability to run routes and get separation was crazy. I don't know. I know he got hurt either last year or the year before that, so that kind of messed with him. But, when looking through this, a lot of people talk about Keenan Allen. I don't like the injury history. I don't want to pay that much because I'd like for us to potentially get.
Why everybody all just skip over my boy, man, up top, man?
Stephon.
Everybody hate him but me.
Why?
Man.
You know.
Everybody hate him but me, man. I think Diggs is cold, man.
Diggs is cold. Diggs is one of
yeah.
In turn, what you talking about releases? It was him and Devontae were the two top guys in terms of the releases and they routes. But thing about Diggs is that first of all, he always got some issues. And then trying to get Sybil and Sandra Douglas Morgan hit. You trying to get both of them. You trying to get both of them.
Oh man, you ain't.
You gotta keep him away. Keep him away.
You ain't lying.
So, but yeah, he always has to be as a talent. Stephon Diggs is cold. He's you can't deny that. But he's been hurt, coming off a major injury. And then just the other issues he's been having in the past. I doubt if they want to bring that.
Yeah, I don't want to bring that issue in the building. Plus,
I feel it. I
don't want to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's taken into consideration that I do think Brock Bowers is our number one target, and so I for me definitely don't want to bring him in. But Myra G, you're saying, how do we feel about Najee Harris in our division now? I'm cool with it because I'm not a big fan of Najee Harris. Yeah. I think he's gonna get a little bit of money, and he might regress a little bit. So I'm not too mad at it. I'm good. So,
I think he's gonna be all right. I ain't gonna lie. I think he'll have some good years there. To be honest, Harbaugh loves him. He's gonna get opportunity with the ball in his hand. With their game plan, I mean, Justin Herbert's gonna make teams not just fill the box up. So he might be all right. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie because while he was at Pittsburgh, he never really had a true passing threat. So I don't know, man. I'm not sleeping on Najee. I'm not sleeping on him.
Yeah.
I feel you, Severe. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, he's one of those dudes that's unspectacular. He's not gonna do anything that's crazy. Like he didn't had 4 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and the Steelers still got rid of him. Steelers still got rid of him. It's one of the situations it's not really. It's like it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it
just don't look good. It don't look good.
It doesn't.
It doesn't really move the needle when he does it. It's like hey, he's putting up these stats, but it's not really helping them win for the most part, right? Like they felt he was replaceable. I like Jalen Warren low-key better than I liked him.
I like Jalen 100%.
Yeah. Because did they just I just saw some news on him. Did they re-sign him or something? Or I thought I saw, or maybe came back from an injury or something. I don't remember. But I literally just saw news on him like yesterday.
I don't know, because I know he was a free agent, and that was one of the guys that I actually would.
Oh yeah, second round tenure. Yeah, they gave him a second round tenure. That's what it is. Good looking out, John.
So QAP, you're saying Tyler Algier, is he available as a running back?
I thought they paid him.
I thought he did. I thought he did too. But
it'd be tripping.
Tyler Algier's not bad.
Hey, Mike Williams, 30 years old already. That's crazy. Dang.
He's a guy I've never liked. Yeah. I've never liked Mike Williams. I've never liked.
Nah.
Yeah.
He was the number one receiver that year.
No reason. Big for no reason.
He was the number one receiver that year, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he was the number one receiver.
What, at Clemson?
He was the number one receiver coming out.
Yeah, he was.
Probably, yeah. He was supposed to be a dog.
I liked him when he came out, but he's just too hurt now.
Because he was balling with was it Deshaun or was it Trevor? Probably Deshaun, actually.
Possibly, yeah. Because he was
there.
He was there when Mother was there. No, I don't think. I think he was like the next guy after Sammy. So he was like the number one guy after Sammy, because it was him and it was the dude that got hurt. He was gonna be a dog. I think the Chiefs picked him up, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah, he did. I think the Chiefs actually just traded him. Justin. Yeah. Chat will get
Justin Ross. Is Justin Ross?
No.
Justin.
I knew you're talking about though. He hurt his neck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He hurt his neck, and
he was gonna be
talking about it.
He was
gonna be a bad man. I'm with you.
No, I know Renfro was on that squad. He was there with him.
Yeah.
Your boy was on that squad.
Who?
You know your boy. Third round pick.
Who?
Oh,
Trayvon?
No,
the safety?
Yeah.
Oh, Tanner.
Tanner Muse. Tanner Muse.
Yeah. Tanner Muse. Jesus Christ. Tanner Muse.
Rare Nation Jason, man. Yes. I mean, I'm a big T-Mac fan, and Savion Williams is a guy if we don't get T-Mac. And that kind of goes to kind of my point is I want somebody that's going to complement everything else that's on the field. You know what I'm saying? I want some competition for Trey Tucker. My 2 cents was happening. I appreciate you coming through.
2 cents. We need somebody to throw some dimes.
Some dimes. We always like some dimes in the building.
We ain't gonna ever forget that with my 2 cents. We ain't never
My 2, when you come
in, what about what about Deontay Johnson? Now I know me and Severe talked about that yesterday. How you feel about him, 805?
So I kind of have mixed emotions because I liked him with the Steelers. I thought he was cool with the Steelers, and I just don't know if just the change of him going from team to team is just kind of he just hasn't been able to get chemistry, and so he just doesn't look as good. But I guess my biggest thing is I don't think he moves the needle for anything. He's similar to Jacoby Myers, and so I just don't. I want somebody.
You don't think he was a wide receiver 1? I think it was wide receiver 1 because he's the one that really took Juju's spot.
I think
Juju was cooking.
Yeah,
but here's the thing though: is Jacoby Myers can be looked at as a bottom tier wide receiver 1 and one of the best wide receiver 2s in the league, and I think Deontay Johnson could be looked at the same exact way, to where in the right situation he could take over and be a low tier wide receiver 1. But I just don't think I don't think he's a top 10 number 1 or even top 15 number 1. So yeah, I just don't think he moves. If we bring him on, I just don't think he moves the needle enough for us to bring him on.
Oh man, he's a pure route runner, man. Pure route runner. Can't have to be them. And I guess it just depends on what we're looking for. I think that's what I'm looking for more than anything. And I know you want that 50-50 guy.
I do. So I mean, but basically looking at this, right? And so there's a couple guys that were on my radar. You guys already mentioned Rondell Moore. If he's healthy, I'd love to see if we need to give Trey Tucker some work. Someone needs to be able to kind of push Trey Tucker to actually get some production. If it's not Rondell Moore,
Rondell Moore like 5'7".
I know. We got enough of them.
but we bring him in, but we definitely still got to get that 50-50 ball guy. But then it's a Tyler Lockett, right? Maybe bringing Tyler Lockett, a safety blanket for Geno Smith, somebody that he knows he could rely on. But there's a couple guys that I actually liked. Again, these are just depth guys that can get for probably cheap. Tim Patrick.
I was just about to say that. Because I was surprised he came back from his injury all right. Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought his career was over. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but him when he was with the Broncos,
he
actually was a damn good receiver. He's a 6'3", 6'4" guy.
Yeah,
bringing him for depth. That's all we need him. You know what I'm saying? Someone that can sit behind maybe another 50. Like if we do, again, if you get like a Tedorock McMillan or a Savion Williams or somebody in the draft, he could be a guy that's going to battle with them, but at the same time, he's a good replacement because he kind of has the same measurables. Alec M, your DeMarcus Robinson. Oh, he signed with the Niners. Okay.
Didn't we have him for a second?
We had him for a reason. Yeah, he came from the Chiefs and he went to us.
Oh, he didn't even make the squad, did he?
No,
I don't think he made it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't make the squad.
But then he went somewhere else and played solid though. Did he go to the Rams? I think he went to the Rams and played solid.
Ravens. Yeah.
Ravens? Okay.
I think so. I think it was the Ravens.
I think he was just on the Rams too.
Oh, was it? He didn't go to the Okay. Maybe for some reason I thought he went to the Ravens and kind of
he might have spent time with both, to be honest with you.
So for me,
Patrick, I wouldn't mind taking a flyer on him.
Yeah, and you can get him for cheap. He's not going to be, he's not going to break the bank at all. And so that's definitely one guy that, at least for me, if we're bringing depth at this point, I bring in Tim Patrick. And so, Darth Maul, what's happening, man? You're saying you like Mike Williams. Mike Williams, he is a tall 50-50 ball guy. I struggle with the injury history.
Yeah.
Myra G, Deontay's a thug.
Man.
We need some of that.
We need some
of that, man.
Let's see. John Top, you're saying I think Deontay could be wide receiver 1, but man, he has something going on. Yeah. That something's going on with him. I'm with you. Janet Caps was happening. Appreciate you coming up.
That's the right away, y'all. That's the right away.
This dude was on 3 teams in one season.
Hey man, we had what's his name? Chandler Jones, and then we had Michael Mayer. Hey, we might as well bring another head case. Keep it going, man.
Darren Cap says he likes Dortch. I think he played for Arizona last year, right? I think.
Yeah, Dortch.
Keenan for 1 year, just so I can lifelong fanhood dream. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean Tim Patrick. I'm telling you, like I think if we can get him in for a good deal. I mean, even if we have the cap space now. We have a little bit of cap space to kind of play with. You're bringing a veteran, so I'll be about it. Without question.
He's 31 though,
but it's a 1 year. It's a 1 year. You can get one more decent year out of him. Let's see.
Well, I forgot about Cooper Kupp. Cooper still might want. He might still want a little bag though.
Jeff, what's happening, man? It's the same bottle. It's the same bottle, but I ain't touching it this time.
Yeah, you see, he keeping that bottle far away.
Yeah, it's back behind the computer.
Can't even see it.
Yeah, exactly. It's out of sight, outside, out of mind. But Jeff, appreciate you pulling up. Everybody, make sure you guys go hit up Jeff too. He's got his channel. Make sure you guys go hit up any Raider boosters, man. He always throws you guys content nonstop.
Joey Bosa to the Bills. So.
It's crazy.
That's surprising.
Joey Bosa went to the Bills?
Oh, yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah, because they let go of or they let Von Miller walk.
Von Miller
got room.
Yeah.
They said they want to bring him back. I guess they changed.
Yeah, I'm about to say he might come back.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Okay. So I mean, that's kind of when looking at the receivers. for the most part, that's who was kind of on my radar. Yeah, I do like Josh Reynolds a little bit. Again, just for depth piece, I wouldn't mind taking the one guy, DJ Chark. Why did he fall off so much? I mean, he's like 6'5".
Yeah,
He is
he's
hurt, huh?
and he is a perfect example why you don't want to just go out spend a whole bunch of money on the first day of free agency.
Yeah,
we all wanted him.
Yeah,
we all wanted him that year, man. I ain't gonna lie, that year we really
did.
He has not been the same since.
Yeah.
No,
Rick, I'm taking a break. Don't worry. I'll let my liver rest for a second. So, yeah, I mean, that for me, Space Beast, what's happening? Appreciate you coming through. We talked about Elijah Moore. That was the first one we talked about.
Yeah, I'm telling you something. Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind Elijah Moore.
Yeah, 24 years old. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, so we went over running backs. We took a look at the receivers again. Tyler Lockett's a name that's thrown out there. We like Elijah Moore. We did talk about Tim Patrick, potentially Rondell Moore, if we want some competition for Trey Tucker. If we don't pick up somebody like Tyler Lockett, just someone that can play in the slot again, just give some competition. And so next up, I think a lot of people were talking about the offensive guard market, because we need a guard. We definitely need a guard. Dylan Parham just isn't it. I think at the very best, Dylan Parham is going to be that swing tackle, but just the help on the interior. You could play backup center. You could play obviously both guard spots. Alice Kappa, I hope to God he is not our Cody Whitehair this year, so he needs to be a backup. And so we definitely need some help. I got to start doing just a little more research on a lot of these guys now that there's been kind of a wave of guys leaving. A lot of people talk about
Ciano's been in the daggone league this long. Gruden loved him.
He did.
Gruden loved him, man. But then once he left us, man, he went to Buffalo and was balling. He was like he was like a staple on that line. I'm like, where was that when we needed you?
Exactly. And then he played well with the 49ers.
Yeah.
He went to 49ers and he played well over there. My dad and my brothers always give me shit because between him, who was the edge rusher that we had?
Cleveland
from
Farrell?
LSU. No, from LSU.
Arden Key.
Arden Key went over there and he had like 3 sacks to end the season for them.
Mo Hurst went over there too.
Mo Hurst.
Yeah, Mo Hurst.
My entire family gives me shit because we draft them.
And then they
go
over
get nothing
there.
out of them. They go to San Francisco and they ball out.
And then they had Clee the year before.
Yeah,
Clee was with the Commanders last year, but he was there the year before.
And so, John Top, you're saying,
man, he's Hayward Bay in the flesh. He can run though, but that boy cannot catch a cold.
Yeah,
I don't even think he was even on the team last year.
I don't know. I don't think
he's
so.
He's a wide receiver, but yeah, I do. He had some track speed though. He definitely had track speed.
Yeah. Daniel Capster did see the 2 comp picks. It's the picks that we've already had. I think they just had to announce it officially. So that gives us our 3 6 rounders, I guess, total. Jeff, you're saying you like Mac Hollins, but yeah, Patriots got him. Yeah, he's just a workhorse. I'm with you. Jose 24. Yeah. I know about Jordan Meredith. I'm with you. We got him. He's gonna be our starter.
I like Mac Hollins too. I like.
So if there's anybody in the chat, any offensive lineman guard wise that you guys like, let me know.
I see your boy on there.
Boy. He trying to act like he can't see him.
No. We're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna do that. Make sure he's not on that damn page. God damn it. But hey, a lot of people talk about Mekhi Becton.
Lester Cotton, all right.
Lester Cotton is still around.
Hey,
he ain't that old. He shouldn't be that old. Like early 30s.
Lester Cotton down. He's 29.
29. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I liked Mark Glowinski last year.
Was he the one that went to the the Ravens?
No, that was our other guy we got from Clemson.
Oh yeah. Strong dude. I forgot it. Yeah. He actually turned a little career around.
Yeah.
What about Tevin Jenkins, man? You guys say healthy enough?
John Simpson.
Yeah, John Simpson. Yep.
Man, Tevin Jenkins was a dude when he was coming out of OK State. That was I loved, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted him. Like we took,
Leatherwood.
I don't even want to say his name. Yeah, I don't even say his name.
Leatherwood.
He took, man. But I wanted Tevin Jenkins. Tevin Jenkins was a dog.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So
he been getting
like
hurt,
it's just and he had a slow start to his career, and it was ironically they brought in Leatherwood to compete with him.
Yeah,
because he kept getting hurt. And finally he's kind of put together some solid seasons, man. So yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't mind Tommy Eichenberg's more talented, better brother, Liam. Maybe he'll whip Tommy into shape. Get him off
are they really related?
Yeah, they related. Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Only you would know. Only you would know they family tree.
I know, right?
Did my research.
I don't want no Eichenbergs on the spot.
Exactly. What's the son's name? You on the list?
So here's my thing: is a lot of people are saying Becton. I'd like Becton, but I just have my worries about Becton.
Yeah,
he gets a payday wherever he goes. If you end up paying him big, is he going to go back to the Mekhi Becton of the Jets?
Yeah,
and I'm just a little worried about that. I'm not saying it'll happen. I just don't want all of a sudden that be the big splash.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, he ends up being the Mekhi Becton from the Jets. There was so much veteran leadership in that Eagles locker room and front office to kind of corral him through the process of like kind of reviving his career a little bit.
Yeah,
he had Kelsey, Lane Johnson. He had so many guys to kind of kick him in the ass a little bit to wake up. Again, not saying that he's going to do it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to pay him a shit ton of money. And all of a sudden he transitions back into 400-pound Mekhi Becton and he's just sloppy as shit, not showing up to film study, So it's like, I struggle with paying him a shit ton. If he sits there for a little bit and all of a sudden you can get him for a deal, okay, cool. Yeah. But there's a couple guys I like in this draft that we could potentially draft later, not later in the rounds, but maybe like a third round and move some guys down. But what's your guys' thoughts on Mekhi Becton? Severe, I'll throw it to you first.
So it's two things with Mekhi Becton. He might. You remember that guy the Titans drafted? I think was he from Bama? The tackle they drafted in the first round. This dude was probably the biggest bust of all time. I can't remember his name, but he got paid and he cannot he wouldn't show up, wouldn't stay healthy. I think he only got but once he got that bag, he just was cool, I'm done. And that could happen with Mekhi Becton. Another thing is that when Chip Kelly got hired by the Eagles, one of the first things he did was hire Jeff Stoutland. And Jeff Stoutland is widely regarded probably he's the best offensive line coach, run game coordinator in the league right now, bar none.
Yeah. Probably
one of the best all time. So, but in this instance, who was the offensive line coach? It was a Nepo baby, right? It was Pete Carroll's son. And so why not let your offensive coordinator, who hired possibly the best offensive line coach of all time, the last time he had an opportunity to hire in the NFL, hire his own offensive line coach. So now you're bringing a guy that, who had issues in the past to a rookie position coach. So that's issues right there. Then Mekhi Becton has had some lower leg injury. So anytime you 350 plus, that could be an issue. And then I have questions about in Chip Kelly's offense, they like to pull a lot. Is Mekhi Becton going to hold up a full season, pulling all the time? Does he have the requisite agility and athleticism to pull on a consistent basis? I have questions about all that stuff. Plus, he's going to win a whole bunch of money.
Yeah. That's the concern I have, is that what Mekhi Becton are we actually going to get if we drop a shit ton of money? That's just concerning. Yeah, AC Raider kind of Trent Brown. It could be a Trent Brown situation again, to be dead honest with you, which I'm afraid of. God, Trent
Brown was
Brown.
still good though. He was just lazy. He still played good for us.
He's lazy
I
as
can't
shit.
even lie.
Raider Ryan, what's happening, man? Appreciate you pulling up. So, Chris, what's your thoughts on Mekhi Becton? And then we'll move on to a different position.
Yeah, it's just kind of the same, man. As big as he is, not sure if he's a scheme fit. And again, I actually forgot that young Carroll is our line coach. So so that's concerning when you're thinking about holding a guy like him accountable. Yeah, I don't know if I want to mess with that. That might even make me think twice about even someone like Tevin as well, Tevin Jenkins. So I don't know. Yeah. I forgot about that. That's actually kind of a big deal if you think about it.
It's hard to like anybody come from that Bears offensive line.
The guy I'm talking about is Isaiah Wilson. You don't know him because he never played. He played he was a first round pick, played like 4 snaps his entire NFL career.
He said you don't know him.
Man, cool Kev's just got all the snack jokes with all these damn offensive linemen.
Oh man.
Remember they doing Hard Knocks and it was Trent Brown.
Oh man.
Destroying
the sour straws.
destroying
destroying by the foot. Nobody was looking.
This boy is going to town.
Still in the candy jar.
Man, the things he was doing to that candy, bro. I'm surprised they didn't blur that shit out. It was like he was going to work. Like, damn, dog.
All right, so next position, and once we do this, then we're gonna dip into the draft, right? Because I know a lot of people start talking about who you want to pick at 6. Now that a good little wave of free agency has kind of went. I know, right? And so the next one, I do want to take a look at the corners because I know someone kind of mentioned it, and so. Let's see. I guess I got to scroll down. Cornerback room. So look, Jacorian Bennett coming off of a season-ending injury. Jack Jones, still a lot of question marks on how we're going to be able to produce with him. Obviously, we've signed a couple guys just recently that are more depth competition pieces. So we'll kind of see how that works out. But chat, let me know if there's a corner that you're looking at. Again, I know someone threw out the name of Asante Samuel. I think he didn't sign, right? Yeah, so he's here.
I don't want Asante.
No.
Yeah, I'm cool on him.
I think we definitely.
Am I the only one that don't want to give up on Okuda? I feel like he was so cold coming out of college.
You saw him dogging people.
Man, he was so cold, man. I just cannot believe he was a bust.
Yeah, it was crazy that the dude. I think it's gonna be another dude from that draft. I mean, look, all the top corners in that draft is gone except Jalen Johnson and AJ Terrell. Those are the only guys that still sticking.
Yeah,
because Okuda not sticking. You know, CJ Henderson was my favorite corner that year. He's not sticking. Yeah. We know damn well, you know, our boy Damon Arnett with the Roughnecks.
Yeah.
Christian Fulton is. I think he's a free agent too. So then none of them top corners stick. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I'm a Florida guy. So CJ Henderson, I was kind of surprised that he fell off that bad.
Yeah, he was. Didn't he even have like a good rookie year? Like didn't he start off all right
with the Jags? I don't remember.
Or he was just a bust. Well, I felt like
he might have just been a bust.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I think he might have just been a bust straight out. Him and the other Florida corner. What was the other Florida corner that was real good? He was small though. Was it Hargraves?
Salute to you. Who from?
Was it Vernon Hargraves?
Brandon Hargraves.
I want to say it's from Florida.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Vernon Hargraves? Yeah. From Florida.
Vernon.
He was a bust too. You know, I don't trust no Florida corners.
Yeah, the Florida corners, man. Except for what's his name? He had big ass ears.
Joe Hayden. Joe Hayden.
Yeah, that was my guy. He was a baller.
Stu, you remember it's my like one of my mentors. It's his brother.
Christian Fulton signed with
Keywan Ratliff back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You remember him? 805.
Keelan
Florida. he was back. He was back when he was back there with I think Tebow and
yeah.
I think so. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
He was a corner. He ended up going. He got drafted to the I want to say the Colts for a little bit. I was just curious if you're a Florida guy, but yeah, he was back there with the Lewis Murphy days and like
Lewis was my guy. He was a bad man.
He was cold. Lewis was cold.
Just solid and consistent. But so looking at I'm looking at the chat. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Anybody that's on here that we could potentially bring in. Again, I know Asante Samuel Jr. was thrown out there. Adoree Jackson was a guy that we were talking about last year.
Yeah.
To bring in because he
has Isaiah Oliver. I remember everybody wanted us to get Isaiah Oliver. Like that was like every Raider fan's Isaiah Oliver. You get Isaiah Oliver.
I don't know. I wasn't big on Isaiah Oliver. Actually, I'd liked Rock Ya-Sin when he was with us.
Me too, honestly.
I did like him. So I'm telling you, and Raider Nation Jason, yes, Sam Webb is back.
Daryl Worley still
in the league. He only 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Worley, man.
Damn.
Eli Apple
still around.
Yeah.
Eli Apple should not be still around, but yeah,
man.
He somehow gets on the team.
He said, "Yeah, Rock has his attributes." So, look, not a whole lot when we look at corner class, and so
Genesis.
Right. So what?
So Rock Ya-Sin looks like OT Genesis.
So and yeah, UAP Sam Webb back for another scholarship, man. He might be our I don't know. He just keeps finding his way back over here.
Yeah.
So so look, when it comes to the cornerback free agency, I think a lot of these guys will probably end up sitting. You might see them sign once the draft goes and you don't pick up somebody. So we'll kind of see how it plays out, but we might have to find ourselves something in the draft because I'm with you. And I think someone said it in the chat. Jack Jones, just the way that he played, you got to bring somebody in that's going to at least compete with them. I know we picked up some players, but I definitely want to see us draft somebody as well. And there's somebody that I like. But so what we're going to do next up is we're going to take a look at what some of the experts, quote unquote experts, now that the first wave of free agency tomorrow, we're going to put a lot of pen to paper. And so it was only a few hours ago where a lot of experts decided to just basically project who they think we're going to pick at number 6. And we're going to kind of go through, all of it. And so as we kind of go through this, again, this just dropped just earlier today. So, but before we get into it, if you guys can hit that like button, subscribe. We appreciate everybody in the chat. We're reaching over 450 people. If you guys got a comment, do me a favor, hit that hashtag Raiders so it catches my eye. You guys fly with the chat, and I love it. But I try to keep up as much as I can. I got Chris Protect the Show podcast up top. I got the Severe Raider down below. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation. We appreciate all you guys in the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. And again, share it if you can. Share it to all your Raider fans and try to get everybody involved. We definitely appreciate it. And so let's just go through what the experts want to say. So first up, we got Phil Yates of ESPN. These guys picking Ashton Jeanty from Boise State. What we're going to go through this, and you're going to get kind of a consistent run on names. And so, chat, let me know if you want us to pick Ashton Jeanty at number 6. Let me know in the comments. Nick Baumgardner from The Athletic has us picking Mason Graham. I don't see us doing it just because of getting Adam Butler, and we have Jonah Laulu, which is a damn good young player. I just don't see Mason Graham anymore at 6. Chat, let me know what you think. But Chris, do you think there's a chance Mason Graham's on our radar at 6?
I mean, it's hard to say that he wouldn't be just because you watch what the Eagles did this year. And again, Mason, he's not Jalen Carter. There won't be another Jalen Carter for a while, but man, you put Mason next to Wilkins and Max and them, and rotate Adam Butler in. That's something. That's stupid, man. Now bringing in Mason Graham, now that's getting us up there close to the Eagles.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that as far as defensive line goes. But I feel you though. I do feel you.
I'm actually excited for Jonah Laulu. I really want to see what this kid can do in the rotation because he showed so much promise at the tail end of last year that if he can build off of that, I mean,
cool. But there's levels though. But I feel you.
There is. But we also have so many other needs.
That's true.
That's tough.
Too. Yeah, that's true.
And so, Severe, any thoughts on Mason Graham at 6?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like, we have so many needs elsewhere. We've made massive investments into the defensive line. Maybe if we didn't bring back Kuntz and, didn't pay him that money and it was just Chason, then maybe, I want another blue chipper on the defensive line. But we're paying Max, we're paying Christian Wilkins. We gave a solid salary to Adam Butler, gave a solid salary to Malcolm Kuntz. So I think probably want to go elsewhere. So it's tough to pass on him though, because he's a dog, but we have other needs. So I think we have to say no.
And I've always been that way, like building the trenches, but by bringing back Adam Butler,
yeah,
it
I
definitely want to address different needs. got me drunk for 2 days. And so next up, Garen Podell from CBS Sports has us picking Ashton Genty again. A lot of people in the chat. I'm going to kind of bring it back up again. RT, you're saying no to Genty. Dixon, you're saying I'd rather trade back than Genty. Space Beast, no running back in the first.
I agree.
Running back at 6, no way.
I agree.
Cobain, you're saying let's draft Mason Graham, so you're on Mason Graham. I can't argue with stacking it. Like, if we stacked the D line, I wouldn't be absolutely mad at it. I just maybe would have wished we went elsewhere, but I'm a building trenches guy. Design 209, you're saying no Genty. Isaiah, you're saying trade down. Huey P, no to Gentry. Again, just deep running back class, so it's tough. Daniel Caps, you like Hampton. So I think the overall consensus is mutation. I want Genty. Don't overthink this and screw it up. It's a deep quarterback class, but you're straightforward with it. Appreciate it.
There's just so many that we can get later.
Yeah, so many,
Yeah, my two, you like Caleb Johnson. He's good. He's a solid running back. All right. So again, Garrett Podell, he's got us at Ashton Genty. Now, guys, remember this dropped earlier today. So this is taking into consideration all the moves. Max Chadwick, Pro Football Focus, has us Ashton Genty again. We're seeing some consistency. There you go.
There y'all go.
I kind of have a feeling Tom Fornelli knows what the hell he's talking about.
Oh, okay. So he the only one to know what he's talking about.
T. Higgins. You see that? Oh, you see that? T. Higgins. That's a nice comparison. T. Higgins. Okay.
T. Higgins.
Nice
so,
comparison.
Raiders the Legion. Stop talking. Cup check. It's light work in the cup today. Okay, a lot of recovery time. Cool, Kev. Hey, salute to you with the boneless swings. Someone had to talk about it. Someone had to say it. Look. At this point, I'm actually hearing that Tedorovic McMillan in chat. Let me know if you guys would be a hard pass or take Tedorovic McMillan. Let me know. And here's my thing: is I'm actually seeing some people having Tedorovic McMillan almost fall to like 19.
Oh yeah, I've seen him. Anywhere from 6 to 19 actually. Yeah, I've seen him anywhere there. Same with Will Johnson too, though. I've seen him all the way down there as well.
And so I just have to take a look a little bit more about the teams and needs and stuff to figure out, okay, how realistic would it be that Tedorovic McMillan would have dropped to 19? I do have I have the draft order up. And if it's they have him dropping to Tampa Bay to replace Mike Evans eventually.
That'd be seamless. Carolina's sitting right there though. They,
Well, a lot of people say Jacksonville could pull the trigger on Tedorovic McMillan.
They could. Carolina could. Oh, Carolina could. Who's their wide receiver one?
They have.
I guess Leggett.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't like Leggett. He talk like he can't open his mouth.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys. I mean, there's a lot of teams I think that could because I mean, a few of them teams they need another weapon for their quarterback.
Yeah, the Colts.
I mean, Seattle could.
Yeah, Colts.
But the Colts have they got both that. They got Pittman and they got that Alec kid, that speedster.
That's right.
Oh, Adam Burks. He's like a sly guy, and they got Josh Downs, I think.
You know what? He reminds me a lot of Pittman. Now thinking about it,
He's way better than Pittman.
He remind me a lot of Pittman. Nice though. He's nice.
He's cool. Yeah,
he's cool in a Plaxico Burress type of way.
God damn it. But here's the thing.
Yeah, it does need to replace.
Desert Raider doesn't like McMillan.
There we go, man. He knows his ball.
Hey, Chris, don't make friends.
He knows his ball.
Yeah.
Salute to you,
all
man.
The top 9 teams need receivers, and so I'm struggling to think that T-Mac is going to drop to 19. I struggle to think T-Mac's going to drop. Really, Seattle's got to. I could see Seattle taking them. That's 18.
Definitely could.
But Jacksonville could take them. God, New England could. No, New England just got DK.
No, Pittsburgh got DK.
Or yeah, Pittsburgh. So New England doesn't have a true number one.
Nope.
They could pull them, but I hear that they want O-line help pretty bad.
Yeah.
Didn't they trade for somebody? Did they trade for somebody? Or no?
Not that I know of. I can recall.
Yeah.
I could see them getting Drake May a receiver. I could see that.
Arnie, you're in the building, man. We can say this real quick. It says day 2 of free agency done. Strokes, Johnson, Roberts, Chin, Kuntz. What's the grade for day 2? What's the grade overall? I'll go first. I think day 2. Day 2, if you take Chin and Roberts, all them yesterday, because that's when all that kind of dropped. If you just take today, I'd probably, I'd give it a C, just because I think some depth pieces there. Overall, Adam Butler is gonna give me an A+ right out the box. But you get Kuntz and all that. I honestly, I got to give them overall. I got to give it probably easily. I mean, I'm between an A- and B+. I'm almost saying A- because of just the contracts and what they look like. And if it could be an upgrade from Spillane, if it could be an upgrade from Merrick, you bring back Butler, you bring back Kuntz with the contracts, I got it at an A- if you had the contract into it. Chris, what do you think? What's your grade?
Yeah, if I had to put it all together, yeah, probably like a B+, A-. Just for the simple fact of, we're talking about a potential 18 million savings, and probably will have similar type production, between Spillane and Mork. So, just that right there says a lot. So yeah, again, it's still early, but you throw in just being able to sign Kuntz for what you signed him for. We already know how everyone feels about Adam Butler. I'm saying probably B+. I think that's probably where I'll stay.
Severe, what's your grade so far? Well, I guess we'll just go overall. What's your grade so far?
Yeah, I'm giving this a solid B. I think he gets a little dinged because you gave Alex Kappa the contract you gave him. I think you vastly overpaid. I think you vastly overpaid Alex Kappa. But
yeah, I forgot about Alex Kappa.
Yeah, but bringing back Butler and bringing back Kuntz, I think those are big moves. And we mitigated the losses of Trevon Merrick and Robert Spillane with Roberts and with Jeremy Chin. So I think they're doing a good job so far. Like you would like to see a running back at some point. You also would like to see, maybe some help on the offensive side of the ball at wide receiver. Other than that, I think they're playing it smart. All the contracts have been, for the most part, 1-year deal, very low risk type of situations, where they get a chance to evaluate these guys in their system, in their scheme, and on the field. And if they like them, they can talk money later.
Yeah, I'm with you. Real quick, Steve gave go. You're saying T-Mac's kind of slow, too high for a pick 6 or number 6 pick. Here's the thing, because I'm seeing, and look, I think he's clocked at he didn't run at he didn't participate in the combine, and so I think he is like a 4 or 5 guy. But the thing is, like, his stride is so he's deceptive because of his stride, and so. But here's my thing: is taking into consideration now that I'm seeing him actually drop. If you could trade back and stay in the top 10 and compile some picks and still get him inside the top 10, I think I'm doing it in a heartbeat. If you could trade back a little bit, get more draft capital, and then get him, T-Mac is to the point where, in my opinion, if you look at just our overall receiver core, you have to double the guy.
Yeah.
With his ability to go up and get the ball, you got to. There's not very many corners in this league that are going to be able to match up with him one-on-one, especially with the deep ball. And so you're going to have to take a safety and cover him up and help out. So if Brock Bowers is our number 1 target, that means now that frees up Brock Bowers to kind of work. It frees up Jacoby Myers. And if we get another speedster, somebody in the slot that could help take the top off, T-Mac is going to pull the double team. He has to. If he could be a 50-50 ball guy like he was in college, you got to double him up. You hit him once or twice downfield during a game,
it's gonna open a lot of stuff up.
It's gonna open up so much. And I know I said this on the last live, is like he's gonna be considered a number 1. If we can get a number 1 on a number 1 receiver on a rookie contract and not have to pay $40 million to get a true number 1 in the building, I'll take that kid on a rookie contract for the next 5 years. So, but again, now that we're seeing that we could possibly trade back and get him, it makes it even more attractive, at least for me. So,
like, just on T-Mac, I think he had last year the 7th most contested catches in all of college football, and this is the most astounding stat, that I read. He forced the 3rd most missed tackles at wide receiver in all of college football. He forced the 3rd most missed tackles while playing wide receiver.
No way.
Yep.
No way. Out of everybody?
That's what I read.
If that's true, that's crazy.
His ability, because the one thing I mentioned, I think on our live the other night, is his ability to catch and his awareness through the catch to be able to understand where the defenders are, and his adjustment through the catch to navigate past defenders through defenders is actually pretty nasty. He's just got that innate ability to be able to catch that ball and understand where the defenders are and get to open space. And so he's like, in my opinion, I look at him as a Mike Evans, just more athletic. A more athletic Mike Evans. That's what I got him as. Jeff Messi, appreciate the super chat. Adam Butler is 100% proof for 8 5. Yeah. That and look, I can't forget about my boy Jordan Meredith. When we brought back Jordan Meredith, I was stoked as hell, and I thought he got robbed because he should have got Kappa's contract. But I'm happy Jordan Meredith came back. So, as of right now, are we a better team? I think I do think we're a better team just because I think we have a better quarterback situation, to be that honest. So that's T-Mac. I think there's quite a few people that like T-Mac, but there's also people that aren't necessarily on him at 6. So I'm with you. And so next up, you got Marcus Mosher, the 33rd team. Where's Leo at? He's guys still picking. He's guys picking Shedeur Sanders.
Leo and Rundown.
Oh yeah.
Leo and Rundown and just Raiders baby. If you in here.
Yeah, I think that's kind of old though. I think that's a little bit. I think that's probably before the Geno Smith deal. That's from March 6th.
Oh, that's from March 6th. Okay. Oh yeah. Shit. Okay, so they posted this. God, and maybe it's just these ones that are.
Yeah, there's some of them. Some of them aren't updated.
Gotcha. My bad. I didn't read it right. Okay. Cool. Then we won't go any further. Good. I'll scratch that. I'll clip that Shedeur Sanders out of this video next when it's done. So, because chat, let me know if you guys want Shedeur Sanders. Let me know. Let me know if you'd still take Shedeur Sanders at 6. I'm a hard no with Shedeur at 6 at this point. But chat, let me know. So, as we kind of go through it, lastly, what we'll do is we'll take a look at the prospects overall. And we'll end it with, now that we've had this first kind of wave of free agency, who would we want at the number 6 pick? Let's kind of play around with it. We'll end it with that. And before we do, We appreciate everybody in the building. We're creeping closer to 500 people in the building. We appreciate you. Make sure you guys
hit the thumbs, y'all. Hit the thumbs.
Hit the thumbs up. Make sure you guys share it if you guys can. I got Chris Protect Show podcast up top, The Severe Raider down below. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. We hit you guys on Sundays and Tuesdays during the season. We break down film. And actually, as a reminder, I'm gonna throw it up here one more time, just so you guys know. June 7th. June 7th, if you're in the Bakersfield area, just SoCal area, it's the 11th annual Raider Nation Summer Kickoff. Raider players are going to show up. They do it every single year for the last 11 years. We're going to show up, do a little meet and greet, have a good time. Let us know if you're in the area. Go check it out. It's Raiders Crusaders IG. He posts all the updates. Make sure you hit that notification because we're going to continue to hit you guys with updates on the event. But yeah, we're going to show up maybe the night before. Again, do a little meet and greet, go to the event, hang out, put names to faces. But then we're also probably going to do maybe something that night when the event's over. So if you guys want to rock with us and go hang out, thousands of Raider fans show up to this. And again, it's the 11th annual one. A lot of super fans show up. A lot of diehard Raider fans come in the building. So Bakersfield, California, Saturday, June 11th. Just keep that in mind. Hit us up if you guys are potentially going to be in the area. So, all right, let's do this. Don't start that, Myron G. Don't start that.
I would say Eichenberg, like Lil Pump says, Gucci
Gang. Mr. CT, what's happening? Appreciate you coming through. So
Youngstown.
Let's do this. We're at number 6 with the run of the first wave of free agency. Let's take a look at who we want. So chat, let me know. Ultimately, who do you want at 6, or do you want us to trade back? All right. Do you want us to trade back? But give me a little bit of detail. Trade back, stay in the top 10, potentially stay in the top 15. And then who'd you pick? Let me know who you want. Rick Yell's already on it. You want Mason Graham all day. That's who you want. Let me know. Just win, baby. You're saying trade back a little and pick Omari and Hampton. How far would you trade back to pick up Omari and Hampton? That's what I'd like to know.
Just in front of the Steelers. As long as you get to stay in front of the Steelers. Yeah.
Right.
You know they get over, yeah.
The 805, you're saying receiver. All right. Are you picking? Are you there for McMillan? Is that who you like? Are you figuring somebody different? Castro Raider, you're saying trade back to middle and draft Jihad Campbell. You're looking linebacker then. Mutation, you're still on Genty. I hear you. The all caps caught my eye. I appreciate you. The 805, all right, you on T-Mac. I feel you. Arnie Garza, Graham, or trade back. Nick, I never pronounce his name, the Stanford receiver.
That's you're thinking about that's the South Carolina safety.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I got you. I don't know if we do that with picking up Chin now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's realistic, but
yeah, Alec Ayomanor is the Stanford receiver.
Yeah, that's right. Appreciate the help on that. Shador or Dixon. Shador, I want to swing for a quarterback. All right, you want Shador at 6. All right. So let's do this with the first wave. And guys, keep giving me your comments because I'll pick them up. Severe, I'll throw it to you first, man. What's your strategy at 6 with the first wave of free agency going?
I mean, if what the people are saying is true, we can trade back a few spots and still get Teteroa. I'm doing that. If I can trade back to like 12-ish, hey, maybe I think that is that where the Cowboys is at 12?
Yeah,
yeah, at 12.
And they just brought on what's his name, Williams, running back.
Yeah.
If they don't keep Rico Dowdle, if they don't bring him back, there's a good chance the Cowboys could pull the trigger on Genty. But Dallas is kind of a wild card a little bit right now.
Yeah, if I can trade back with Dallas and pick up Teteroa, I'm doing that. Or depending, so I don't know who Chicago will want to move up for, but if I can trade back to 10 and stay in front of San Francisco and get Will Johnson, I would do that as well. So those are.
So do you think? God, who's Chicago's backfield right now? Would they pull running back?
I don't think they got any for Chicago. I don't think they got anybody impressive.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, they had Roshan Johnson that they drafted 2 years ago. They had Swift. They have DeAndre Swift still, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So
if you want
Teteroa, you might be able to sneak to 12 with Dallas, possibly. But if you want Will Johnson, you got to stay in front of the 49ers because they lost damn near their entire secondary.
Yeah.
So I could see them going after Will Johnson.
So we got another Shedeur Sanders guy. Peyton, what's happening? You're saying Sanders at 6. You have a guy that could be the future. I'm not a fan of him at all. But I'm with you. There are some people that they're still all about him. But I'm not going to waste an hour to tell you all my reasons why. The other 5 you're saying you're definitely going to trade back. Let's see.
It's good, Ben.
Let's see. Raider Band, what's happening? Let's see. Trade back with the Winers. Myra G. All right, so Chris, what are your thoughts, man? You're sitting at 6.
Yeah, man.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm standing tall, man. I'm standing, well, not literally, but I'm standing strong with my Will Johnson, man. With my Will Johnson.
Yeah.
So
now, do you think so? But I guess if we look at it, right? Do you think we'd have a chance at dropping back and still getting him? Because I know Will Johnson's dropped a little bit as well.
I mean, we could. I don't know if I really want to risk it. That's
the thing is, New Orleans might get one a corner too. I'm thinking. Two of their corners. Yeah, I just thought about that. New Orleans might want a corner. We know Carolina not gonna get no corner.
Yeah, no, Carolina's good.
New Orleans might. They traded Marshawn Lattimore last year. I don't know who they got over there now.
Like I said with San Francisco right there. Yeah, to me it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'd rather just get my guy. I
ain't mad at that.
If that's your guy, you're not gonna risk it, because that's my thing is I still like Teteroa Cambillan at 6. Again, if time goes on and there is rumor that we can actually trade back and still get him and stay inside the top 10 and make sure he doesn't get away. There were some people that were thinking that the Jets might grab him, but they got Wilson over there. And so I don't know if they would pull the trigger. I mean, they could. Justin Fields is going to need all the help he can get over there. And so, Isaiah, you're saying a lineman at 6. If so, which lineman do you like? Just Win, baby. You're saying Will Johnson's a good pick at 6.
Yeah. Starting this offseason, Will Johnson might have been my number 1 player, like on the draft board. To be honest with you. So.
Yeah, man, dude's cold. That's why I'm like, man, it's with his instinct, man, and his size and everything. He's gonna be tough to pass on, to be honest.
Yeah, and so Dixon saying Jets room is depleted, and I agree. That's why I could see them possibly pulling.
They just lost Elijah Moore.
So I'm just thinking.
Elijah Moore, they got rid of him.
Yeah, they get rid of it because Elijah Moore was
a couple years ago.
He was with the Browns. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was with the Browns. Yep.
Yeah, and they got rid of
so they got. So who they got? They only got Garrett, and is that all they got?
That's all I can think of, because they got rid of Mike Williams. Devontae is gone.
Because that was their 3.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
They about to be calling up Wayne Corbett.
Chris, you got a response to this? Tyler says Will Johnson seems to be injury prone. I know they've talked about some injuries with him. So what's your thoughts on that?
This year was tough, but it's not.
Yeah.
That's not
This is his first time being injured, right?
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
he's been healthy, honestly.
Yeah, I think old boy from Notre Dame, he may be injury prone. Morrison, I think he tore up his hip twice, the same one, like same hip injury twice. So
yeah,
he might buyer beware right there. But
yeah,
see, Gabe trading back isn't guaranteed, and I think let's see who said that. Salvatore said, "Remember, if we trade back, not always willing partners to trade with us." I'm with you. Yeah. It's just a hypothetical at this point. But if you read, and that's the importance of reading your board right. If you read your board right, and you do get some phone calls, I do think that there are people that would possibly, because so many people have talked about this quarterback class needs to sit. If for some reason Shedeur Sanders does drop, you might have a team like the Jets that want to jump in front of somebody to go get Shedeur Sanders because maybe Justin Fields is a bridge quarterback, and so the Jets might still want to go get their guy. There are teams that could possibly want to jump up to still get a potential quarterback. So you just hopefully you could read the board right. But I'd love for us to end up with Tedder McMillan. That would be my choice. I think Ricky, you're saying Lazard. I don't know if Lazard's still there, but
I don't even count
better not.
I don't even count Lazard, bro. I don't even count him.
So let's see. Raiders USC in the build, and it all depends on what the Raiders value most. If O-line, D-line, or quarterback stay at 6. If receiver, running back, linebacker, corner trade back and get more picks. This draft is heavy with receiver, running back, and cornerback.
I'm gonna say this draft is heavy with wide receiver. I mean, Steve Smith Sr. said there are guys that are UDFAs from last year's receiver class that would be like 3rd, 4th round picks in this class. So, and that's Steve.
Yeah,
there's one guy I trust evaluating wide receivers. Steve Smith be on it. Like he's one of the better ones at evaluating the position.
Yeah, I don't think this receiver class is that deep, because honestly, if I miss on Tedder McMillan, the other two guys that I would take, if Savion Williams is back there in like the 4th, I think he'll probably be a 3rd. But if he's there in the 4th, I like Will Shepherd just because he could be there in the 6th, and we got 3 6 rounders to play with, and so outside of that, when it comes to the tall receivers, that's kind of who I'm on. And so I don't, in all honesty, for me, I don't see this receiver class being that deep as it relates to receivers that I'd like to target. So, but yes, that running back room is very, very deep. Chris, you're high on Will Johnson. Is there another corner? If we don't pull Will Johnson, is another corner that you like in the draft?
Yeah, in later rounds. Like I said, I do like Morrison from Notre Dame, but again, he's somebody that's kind of worried about, and then plus I was like I said, I'm kind of intrigued by the guy from Florida State, Thomas.
Azariah.
Yeah, I'm
like him too.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", long range guy. So I'll be interested in him, probably in the later round. He might be around in round 3, maybe. So
yeah.
So real quick, Easy, you're saying what if Travis Hunter drops to number 6?
You got to decide whether or not you want him, because there's going to be somebody that's going to give up a massive haul for him. I'd probably just draft him at that point.
Yeah, if he's there.
I mean,
I'm struggling with Travis Hunter, to be honest with you. I'm on the fence on whether or not he's going to live up to the hype. That's my biggest. He's got great instincts.
It's asking a lot, man. I'm definitely not playing on both ways. Like maybe a little bit, just in packages, but he literally is serious about trying to play both ways.
He's insistent on it, damn near.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
I mean, in severe to your point, if he falls to 6, there's probably going to be people wanting to come up and grab him instantly, and so I'd probably just stockpile a crap ton of draft capital instead of pulling the trigger on him. Again, trying to stay inside the top 5, so we still get a pick. Yeah, a top 10 pick. So one guy that I really like, the more and more I watch his film, and it's a guy that, I think they got him projected in a possible second. I'm thinking he might be there in the third. I don't know. I'm going to see kind of how this free agency continues to play out. But Trey Amos at Ole Miss.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been high on that guy. And so if we want more competition for Jack Jones, Trey Amos is a guy that I definitely would want to potentially pull the trigger on if he's there in the second, or I don't know if I'd pull a second. If he's there in the third, I'm grabbing him. Or if we trade back in the second. So, Severe, any late corners that you like?
No, yeah, Azariah Thomas is a guy I like too. I mean,
a guy you like?
A guy I really like, yeah. Other than that, yeah, it's not really. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If we trade late first, if we're going like later in the first round, I like Revel. Yeah, he's crazy athletic.
LSU,
crazy
right?
athletic. No, he's like East Carolina or something like that.
Oh, okay. Why did I think LSU? Okay.
Yeah,
East Carolina. He's purple.
Yeah.
That's old boy. That's the old boys college. What's my man's? Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Johnson.
Johnson.
Travis knees could be an issue. Cole Kev in 2 years. Yeah. I mean,
that's asking a lot, man.
Yeah. See, Gabe, you're saying Mello Donson from Kansas, Hairston from Kentucky.
Yeah,
I want to watch that kid a little bit more. I definitely want to take a look at him. The UTSA corners, and that's the thing is like it's trying to figure out exactly. It's trying to look at some corners that are going to match up with really what Pete Carroll really likes. You know what I'm saying? He's going to want those tall corners. We're bringing in free agents that are tall. And so I think he's probably going to be looking at corners that are 6'2 plus.
Yeah.
At least. So, which would make a lot of sense. So, his boy Raider saying Darian Porter, 6'3 big corner like Richard Sherman, 4'3 40 time. He likes the tall guys. Yep. So I'll take a look more look at Darian Porter.
We gotta be careful though, because if that's the case, he has DCAM. He already has DCAM on the roster.
That's true.
He might be high. He might be higher on him than a lot of us are.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
exactly. So, yeah, man. Hey, look, and Darian Porter, I think he's from Iowa State. I think so. Iowa State. So, yeah, I'll definitely take a look at him more. And Jensling, what's happening, man? Appreciate you coming up. Yeah, you're right. Travis Hunter is going to remain serious about playing both ways until he gets smoked by a 230-pound. Yeah. Well, it's different. It's different, especially in the division that he played. It's going to be different in the NFL. So we'll see how he keeps up if he wants to press.
There's no way he can do it, because even like when you listen and see like what he did at Colorado just to be able to play both ways, they were saying like all throughout the week he didn't even practice with his team really. They said he was doing like different treatment for his body and stuff like that. You can't get away with that in the NFL.
No,
it just not be in practice with everybody else.
Well,
crazy?
So I will say this: it's going to be a test of how serious he is, because as a pro, he doesn't have to worry about school. So that's the section of your day. You know, and how long practices be? I mean, NFL and low-key got stricter rules on practice than college, which is crazy. So, you know, practice ain't gonna be that long. Practice ain't gonna be that long. So, you know,
but you still, that's true. And then you got the rest of the time,
like hour and a half, or like, you know, you get you still got 23 more hours, damn near, just to do everything else, you know.
Well, the thing is that I heard some NFL players. I don't know if they're current or post NFL players, and they were talking about him potentially going both ways. And one of them was basically saying just the demand, the amount of time or limited time that you have in the film room. It's like, he's like, how's he going to be in the receiver room and the corner room at the same time? You know, are coaches going to be able to carve out time to specifically for him to teach him both sides of the football? Like, obviously one side is going to be his main side. Maybe it's the receiver side or whatever.
It's going to be corner. Corner's going to be his main side.
So if it is corner, right, they're saying that our coach is going to be able to carve out specific time for him. Yes, you could do packages and stuff, but it's so demanding when it comes down to the nuances and details of the game is he going to have the time, and coaches, are they going to be able to give him the time to be able to accomplish that? And so, like, is he going to be that good? You know what I'm saying? Like, if corner is his thing, and look, he's a damn good receiver, don't get me wrong, but once you get to the NFL, it's a whole different class. And so, are you going to be that much better than maybe somebody coming in, or depending on what team he goes to, are you going to be that much better to where you get a special package, coming in the NFL? You could try it, but at the same time, listening to that player, existing or previous player, talk about it, he goes,
asking a lot.
Film room's crazy.
A lot.
Being able to try to figure that side out and understand both sides to a certain extent is going to be extremely difficult. So, like, we'll see we'll see if it works out. But man, I appreciate Genslinger. I appreciate you pulling up. I appreciate everybody in the building.
Everybody, man.
Consistent, almost hitting 500 people in the building. I can't thank you guys enough for rocking with us. I hope I was able to get to at least everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Especially the people that just came up. Quirk V, appreciate you pulling up. John James 28. What's happening? I see Spy Tech trading back first round and get more draft capital. It definitely can't happen. Wouldn't be surprised. And so, but appreciate everybody coming up in the building. We just kind of went over some of the free agents. We went over the current salary cap. We also went over, some people projecting who we might pick at 6. And we also went over some of the draft picks. And so we do hit you guys on Tuesdays. We hit you guys on Sundays. Make sure you hit that notification bell. We appreciate it. Everybody in the building. Severe, man, let them know what you do throughout the week, where they can find you, and what you got going on.
There's know what it is, man. The Severe Raider on YouTube, IG, TikTok, Snapchat, X, basically everywhere. Social media is at the Severe Raider. Rocking out with my guy Sunday, the Raider War Room, 805, and Chris from Protect the Shield. Also, you guys are here right now, Tuesday nights. And then I got the 50-50 shows Tuesday late nights, depending on where you at. And then right now,
sometimes early AM.
I need to say sometimes early Wednesday morning. We your hangover partners. Early in the morning on Wednesday.
There it is
after Taco Tuesday. So and then we got Around the Shield, which is usually drops on Fridays, but we've been dropping it on Thursdays just because there's a lot of stuff happening right now. So it's a pre-recorded show generally, but we've been going live on Thursday. So make sure you tap in with your boy. Make sure you tap in with both of my guys as well. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, and some Raider fans that aren't subscribed to any of us or haven't checked out our content, please send this to 3 of your Raider friends. That's my challenge to all you guys. Everybody in here, he said about 500 in here right now. Send this to 3 of your Raider friends.
Yeah, we appreciate it. 100%. Myra G, appreciate you throwing the links down below. Make sure you guys jump over to the links. Just jump channels a little bit. Hit that subscribe button and like button. We definitely appreciate it. Chris, man, let them know what you got going on. Let them know what they can expect and what you up to.
Yeah, man, it's your boy. You guys know every Tuesday, every Sunday with my brothers, man. Thursday, Shield Talk. Thursday's back at it. Kind of got the rust off yesterday. Man, and I gotta say 805. I forgot how much I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Just doing the comments and everything. Oh man, I was trying to keep up with them damn comments yesterday. Bro, I was like, screw it,
we
man. I'm just
like 50, 60 comments. Bro. He's like, we just gotta go to the bottom.
Yeah, I was like, man, but yeah, man. So Tuesday or Thursday is gonna be, bringing my show back and all that. So definitely excited about that. And then, as you guys know, check out my boy Dub Raider. Trying to help him grow his channel, man. But I got a weekly wire show that I do with him. And it comes out every Saturday around noon Pacific time. So definitely check it out, man. Just excited, back to business, talking this ball and just getting at it. And again, just like Severe said, man, everyone that's subscribed to me, man, I'm not even gonna be as aggressive as Severe. Just everyone just share it to one friend, one Raider friend that that listens to stuff on YouTube, and if they want some real Raider content, not no Wi-Fi Willie or anything like that, man. So definitely holler at us, and help us grow, man.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it. And Cool Kev, yeah, I dipped in the bottle a little bit, but man, I'm glad I didn't polish it all the way off, because that would have hurt the next day. More than I already did. But appreciate you coming through, man. Hey, just so you guys know, I'm 805 Raider Real Talk Raider Nation again with my guys Tuesdays and Sundays. And for you guys that are new to the show, we do film breakdown during the season, and so that's one thing you can expect from us as we break things down during the season. But make sure you check in with us this Sunday, because I think this Sunday, now that we're going to have a big just kind of run on free agency, this Sunday we're going to do our first mock draft. I think it'll be a good time to do the mock draft, kind of get into it. Just do one, fill it out, see just kind of how things moved around a little bit, have fun with it. So make sure you guys check in with us on Sunday. But from me, I really just rock with my guys. I do my own individual videos if stuff comes up. At the same time, there's other content creators that are on here. I like to jump on, show them some love, and kind of get their feedback as well, and just chop it up, because at the end of the day, it's just a community of Raider Nation fans, and we like to jump on here and kind of give us our thoughts. But at the same time, the chat continues to rock, and you guys are solid. I try to bring you guys up as much as I possibly can, because I appreciate all you guys checking in with us. And so, but one last reminder, just so you guys know, Sunday, June 7th, Bakersfield, Raider Nation Summer Kickoff, the 11th annual. If you guys are in the area, make sure you guys go to Raiders Crusaders IG. We're going to try to do a little meet and greet over there. So if you guys are in the area, make sure you guys hit us up. Let us know that you're going to be there, and we're going to try to set something up. So we appreciate every single one of you guys. But again, Bakersfield, California, Saturday, June 7th, Raider Nation Summer Kickoff. Thousands of Raider fans show up. We all rock out and have a good time. So appreciate everybody in the building. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you do know when we go live, when we drop more content. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys check with my guys when they do their shows. But at the end of the day, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, great rest of your week, and we'll see you guys on the next one. We're out.